negative. That's the first thing that we said today's stream on City of Shadows, a Crits and Cantrips playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade. Episode 3. Welcome, everyone. As a warning, we are experiencing some pretty gnarly storms, IRL, in real life, in the area in which we live. That's what that's what IRL stands for, in case you didn't know, Nicholas. Just filling
Thank you.
I know you're new to this whole like gamer lingo thing. I'll teach you about Twitch one day too.
Uh-huh.
No, I kid. No, but we might lose power. My house tends to lose power very easily for whatever reason, it feels like. So it certainly could happen. But yeah, this is episode 3. Our first episode was our character creation, and then we kind of got started into the world of darkness last week, and now we're jumping
And some
in.
of us had a little taste.
Exactly. We had some hunting, which is exciting. We might have.
I
want to
make a Hannibal Lecter noise.
That was pretty good. We got the first part of it.
I just love Crisp's rendition on anything that's non-traditional. That's good stuff. Let's do a. It's not necessarily a seasonal banter topic, but a currently relevant banter topic. What is the craziest storm do you think you've ever been a part of or had to experience in real life, or got to experience in real life? Has anyone seen a tornado, been close to tornadoes, hail? I mean, we're all Midwest, so not like hurricanes or anything like that, I wouldn't think. But kind of what's your guys' experience with crazy weather?
So I want to say it was like 2000, 2001 time frame. There was this hurricane named Katrina. No, I'm just kidding.
God, Jesus Christ.
No, we've had some pretty close run-ins, I feel like, with tornadoes. I think the worst one was definitely a couple of years ago when they were just like, if you live in this neighborhood in Manhattan, please take cover. And I'm just like, that's probably not good.
Sorry, Timothy in the chat just said they hit the second tower.
Oh no.
That's his running joke. He says that all the time.
But
yeah, that was 2001.
That was the worst weather event I've ever been in.
That's right.
You know,
now we've had some close calls with tornadoes, but other than that, I feel like weather's been pretty good to us.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely gotten lucky as well. I feel like there was definitely times where
Sarah drove to St. Louis in a blizzard.
Oh, I was gonna say when we brought my goat to the basement.
Yeah, that's a better story. Go with that one.
Yeah, tell me about your goat in this basement.
Typical Midwestern storm. Teresa gets a lot of storm phobia but listeners, Teresa is my mother. She lost a barn growing up to a tornado, so now she has a lot of fear, which is rational.
Yeah.
Her response is not always rational, but the fear is rational. So normal storm. I did not want to lose any of our animals, and so we had pygmy goats at the time. And they were leash trained, so I think my thoughts were rational, but I was like, they need to come to the basement. And she's like, probably not. And I was like, no, if we're all going down, that means all the living creatures. So I took the goats in the basement. So we had several dogs, several cats, several goats, all in our small unfinished basement. And they're trapped in their laundry baskets, and they were screaming like goats do and pooping like goats do. And my mom was screaming like she does. It was a good time.
That does sound like an experience.
Yeah. And she said, and I quote, the next time the goats will die, is what she said after that. She's like, oh, this will not happen again.
Your mom keeps sounding more and more like my mom.
You know, I think they would be able to talk for a while.
Yeah.
I have met
Good chat.
and experienced both of them. And I think that as
you've experienced both of them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom
is both of them are an experience.
Yeah, that tracks.
Michelle and Teresa are both experiences. That's what I would say. Yeah, I don't know. Like, not one particular storm comes to mind. For me,
this is your banter topic.
I know. I don't have to have a good answer for your own banter topic. So far, we've already got 2 good ones. I can remember once when I lived in Olathe, Like there was a big storm that rolled through, and I can remember a lightning strike that was the craziest one I've ever experienced. It was like we were like in the living room, and the whole room lit up as if someone had thrown a flashbang inside the living room. It was crazy. It was the brightest light, just like the whole room. And then a millisecond later, it was just like a bomb went off. It must have been a lightning strike just down the street. Like, and the windows were open, and it was just like it was insane.
Oh, our TV blowing up is probably a good one.
Your what blowing up?
It was back when you had like the tube TVs,
Oh,
like the
okay, yeah.
and lightning struck really close to our house, and I don't know what it did to the inner part of the TV, but it basically imploded. Like the glass in the front of it shattered, and like it was crazy.
That is crazy.
We had our house struck by lightning, and it fried our computer. We
Like,
didn't have a computer
literally
for
fried?
a long time.
The one in
Yeah,
town?
because it just. Yeah, the one down in Baldwin. It got struck, and the computer was just right there at like the top of the house. So yeah, it took the brunt apparently.
Just ate that shit.
Oh yeah, and nothing else broke.
That's good.
The only thing that comes to my mind is there was one time we had a storm in Topeka when we still lived there. I probably was like 9 or 10. And we were looking at the clouds outside. We were outside. The tornado sirens are going off, and we were outside looking up at the sky, as true Midwesterners do.
Oh, yeah.
And we heard there was like clearly a funnel cloud, but it was like way further away, or wasn't close to us, so we weren't worried about it. And there were at our nearest intersection, there's a ball diamond, several ball diamonds that have a bunch of like flags and other banners and things up as typical like ball diamonds do. And we heard like a almost like tearing noise while we were outside. It was really odd. And then there was like a huge gust of wind, and at that point we went back inside. But later we drove past the ball diamonds, and all of the banners and flags and everything had been torn up and like shred to pieces because there was a microburst that had come down and from the funnel cloud and tore everything up. There was also a bank across the street that had trailer for sale, and it had come off of its like hitch that it was standing on and had been pushed and onto its side, I think, at the bank. So that was that. And I was just and Mom and I were, and Dad, I think, we're all standing outside. I don't know if Brennan was there or not. I don't remember. I think he might have been. Okay.
I have photos on my old cell phone that I can't get off of those like 3 funnel clouds that were like coming down out of the clouds. We're sitting there watching.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Timothy.
The only other thing that I can think of aside from that one is the one storm that took down our fence. I remember that one because I remember the tornado sirens going off and Mom freaking out as she does and yelling at us to go downstairs. So I'm running downstairs and there was a huge flash of lightning. And I just remember like the fence was up and then it was down after the flash of lightning. And I was just like, because I was probably 12. So.
Well, that lightning struck tore down your fence.
That's
some cartoon shit.
I have an actual answer.
Pretty much.
I remembered, not just my flash. I was driving from my mom's place to my dad's place, and there was a tornado warning, and like I was basically driving through the storm, and you can remember like driving through, I don't remember what town it was, doesn't matter, and hearing sirens going off, and like calling my dad, like, here's where I'm at, am I good? And he's like, I would drive very fast on the highway. And he was just, I was like, okay. And he's like, just keep going, you're ahead of it, but it is going your direction. And I was like, all right. And like later when I drove back home, on the side of the road, like the highway that I was driving on, there was a clear path through the trees, like trees taken down, or the tornado had come. So it like literally was like, it didn't go on the highway, it went just off to the side of the highway, but like the highway that I was on. And it's just like, Jesus. Like I still feel like I can drive by that way and still kind of see like, old dead trees, like kind of in the area that it like went through or whatever. But yeah, pretty crazy. Storms are pretty wild. But also, yeah, like just the, like right now, if I wasn't playing this game, I'd probably be like sitting out on my porch with a beer, like watching the radar and seeing it come in, because that's just like
It's true Midwesterners do.
Yeah. At some point in this, I will probably get up and go look outside, or check my basement, and make sure it's not flooded. Severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like so.
Yeah,
Is
we
that
should be under
everyone?
tornado watch until 10 o'clock.
That was everyone. I don't think it's going to be as severe as they said it was going to be.
Yeah, I haven't seen any reports. I mean, it's already passed through you, right, Dylan? You're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive. Oh, you'll know
is
when I'm
he?
gone.
Or is he a vampire?
Did the tornado turn you into a vampire? Because that's dope.
It does suck.
Eh?
Uh,
Suck? All right.
All right.
Who wants to give a brief recap for what happened in the City of Shadows from last week? I have a page on my notes about everything that happened, so I can go over stuff if we want. But I always think it's more entertaining to let you guys recall what happened, and I'll fill in any blanks. Yes, that's
So,
the way
A
to
couple
start our
bitches
adventure.
walk into a Taco Bell cantina.
That's true. That did happen.
Barbecue sauce on my titties. I'm just kidding.
I, after that, got hungry, so I went to another bar, pulled a man into an alleyway, had sex with him, and then fed on him.
Yep.
And then I recruited a big following.
Yep, that's true. That happened.
And then I went to some charity event.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's where we're headed.
Night. That is up on the schedule for today, or tonight rather.
But that's what I
Another
did.
club.
Not exactly. No, so we had Lucian open to the show. 8100D the bite.
8100D the bite.
And then we had a mysterious female caller call in, say that she was kind of worried about some stuff going on, where she worked, some shady business dealings, that sort of thing. Then you had the Prince Angela, reach out to you after she heard that and was like, I concur. I've also been hearing some stuff. Get you and your coterie together, Lucian, and investigate this, figure out what the hell's going on. You guys decided to assemble at the Taco Bell Cantina in Westport. That's Westport, right? I think that's Westport.
Yes, that is
The
Westport.
Taco Bell Cantina in Westport. You talk, kind of figure out a plan a little bit. Sylvia is getting hungry. She goes and does her thing, feeds. Kane texts some of his contacts to get some information, which included Rob Riggle, the one and only. Lucian used the power of Google to look into the Heartland Conservation, which is what Angela kind of pointed you towards. And Fleabag sent out their fleas all over the city to see if they couldn't gather some information. You guys learned a number of things. You learned when the Heartland Conservation's next rally is. You learned that their leader is named Thomas Carter. You learned they have about 150 employees. You learned the location of their office. And you learned kind of through the fleas that it's not only humans that have been going missing on occasion, it is also kindred, also other vampires that have gone missing. You guys kind of talked about that information, then decided to split up with the plan to meet at the rally tomorrow night. Lucian goes back to his radio station in the evening and rallies his herd with a great little bit about vampires being against green technology. We loved that. Sylvia went out in her hunting grounds and did some recruiting for her cult. That is kind of one of her short-term goals, is kind of build up her following. And so she worked on building up her cult and did very, very well. Kane went back to his job guarding the room of the hotel where Tech 9 was staying. Ended up killing 2 guys, which was fucking crazy. Classic. And then Fleabag went to a strip club to hunt another vampire that was hunting other people, and ended up successfully hunting another vampire, feeding off them, and successfully not killing them and putting them back in their car for the rest of the evening. I think that about sums it up. Does anybody else remember anything else different or anything significant that maybe we didn't bring up?
Kane clocked the fact that there's going to be a Tim at the rally.
Mm-hmm.
and he's wondering if it's the same Tim that he knows or if it's a different Tim.
If he
But
knows.
Rob did let him in on the
Probably gonna
deep.
be, one of the like security people. Yep, was Tim, one of Rob's buddies.
Right, a man went through a wall.
Yeah, came through a man through a wall, trying to not just, you were just tempted to just toss him. Then he rolled so well and were so strong, threw him through the wall. Killed his
Okay, I
friend,
got a guy.
and killed him with your Ash's ability. Which
Very
makes
useful.
me...
I'm also very hungry at this point.
Yeah.
I
So
failed both my rouse checks
yeah, that's
and started with 2.
it brings up a good point. So we are going to start off the next day, which should be. It is now Saturday, October 29th. Is the evening of October 29th. I looked it up. The sun would have set at about 6:21 on that day in Kansas City, just to get our numbers straight. So you guys probably are rolling out of bed, out of your respective coffins and whatnot at around 6:30 or so. And every day when you wake up or rouse, you got to make a rouse check. See how you did through the night. Make sure you're not more hungry. So I need everyone to give me a D10 roll. And if you roll 6 or higher, you are good. If you do not roll higher than a 6, you gain another point of hunger.
All right, I passed.
Okay.
I rolled it on the.
Yeah, you got a 0.
game? Did I do that correctly?
That says, yeah, you're rousing blood. So yeah, you got your total was a 0.
Okay.
It
I
looks
rolled
like.
a
So
3.
you gain another point of hunger.
Okay. Did that happen automatically?
That's a good question. How much hunger does it say you have now?
Does it have 3?
Yeah, you just gained 1, unless you used ability and
I don't think you used any
failed to
abilities
rouse
last
last time. I don't think you did.
I didn't. No.
Go ahead and rouse again, Brendan, just so we can look and see if it looks like it automatically adds it or anything. You could just remove it afterwards, but just to... Yeah, it did automatically add it. So go ahead and just remove one of those. Okay, so you're up to 3 hunger yourself.
I
Kane,
did
you
not
said
get
you
to 5.
passed.
Yep. So
Okay.
at 4.
Okay. So you did not get any hungrier during your sleep. I need a roll from Sylvia and Fleabag.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, you are not any hungrier. And Sylvia, you roused. Did it add 1 for you? I don't think it.
I got an 8, so I succeeded.
Oh, you clicked
Wouldn't
on
a
it.
3 be a fail? On a D10?
Yeah, who said they rolled a 3? Sorry.
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, Sarah, you gain a point of hunger. Sorry. Thank you, Dylan.
But you know
Sorry.
what? I did so well last week, I don't even need it.
Yeah, you actually fed last week.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to get paid.
So, you guys wake up, rouse. Some of you get a little bit hungrier. Some of you are feeling pretty well fed still at this point. You know from the research that you did that the event this evening is taking place in the plaza at the south end of Mill Creek Park at 7:30 this evening. So you guys have about an hour here. Let me pull up the map here. Oh no, this map has no vision on it. 1 second. I knew I was gonna fuck something up. Configure.
I can't believe you've done this.
lighting, Toggle vision. Wait, no. Toggle vision on. Fog exploration off. You guys see anything yet? No? Is it still black?
It does appear to still be black.
Oh wait, restrict vision. Save changes. There we go. So if the center of the map there, you will see Mill Creek Park at the south end is one of the more famous fountains in Kansas City, the city of fountains. That is the area in which the rally is being held this evening. Last night you guys were doing some work in Westport and the north part of Westport, but you guys also feed in this area to the south in the plaza, Country Club Plaza. So this is kind of an area that you all are familiar with. So you would be able to get here pretty easily, no checks needed for that. However, you do have, like I said, about an hour here if any of you feel like feeding or attempting to get some feeding done before this event that's going to happen. Or if you want to wait and try to do something during the event, that is also a possibility. But you know that this is a rally for the Heartland Conservation. It's a couple nights out from Halloween, so this is their big kind of like Halloween event. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be musical performances. It's actually why Tech9 was in town last night, because he was performing here tonight. So he'll be at the rally. A bunch of other famous musicians will be there. People will be dressing up in costumes, that sort of thing. So it might be the perfect place for Kindred to work, but it also might be something that you don't want to deal with now and want to deal with beforehand. So kind of walk me through what everyone's thinking before we kind of get started with our day. What's everyone's morning routine look like, maybe?
Couple shots.
So we'll start with you, Fleabag. What you thinking? What is where does Fleabag sleep? What do they do when they get up? They kind of arouse. Are they sleeping in the sewers? Do they have a place of their own? They staying with someone during this? Kind of what's their normal life look like before they head to this event?
I think if it's a good night, there's maybe like a park bench.
Okay.
Otherwise, probably just like a dry piece of concrete.
Okay.
Wake up, stretch, do some calisthenics. I picture Fleabag smoking cigarettes, so I think he's gonna need to light up a cigarette or two, to like a black cup of coffee and a
Wake up
cigarette.
rouse, yeah. Well, it's not gonna kill you, so
Exactly. So
you're already dead. It
yeah.
also doesn't do anything for you, but maybe it's something you did while you were alive. And
before
kicked
for
the
sure.
habit. It's just
Yeah,
like
I roll my own cigarettes too, by the way. Like
of course.
Yeah. So, yeah, a solid balanced breakfast, and then I start the day. I don't know.
Okay. Are you wanting to feed or attempting? Are you going to attempt to try to feed before this rally, or just kind of gonna meet up with everyone there?
Oh, I think I meet up. I'm still pretty full from the
Okay.
girl the other night, so.
Cool. All right. Sylvia, what does your morning look like?
I mean, I think I roll out of my coffin perfectly ready to go. There's not a strand of hair out of place. Face beat.
Face beat.
I think I'm gonna go try to feed, just like a quick feed.
Snack.
Okay.
So.
Well, you think about how you want to do that, and we'll jump back to you and do that. It'll probably just be a quick roll here to see if you're able to find someone, but you think about where you want to go to do that on your way to this rally. Lucian, what does your morning look like? When does the show start? And we're back! My power came back. A week later.
A week later.
Yes, this is
we
the
are
same
back.
evening.
This may seem like a weird cut in the video, but
Michael Myers has the same face.
I lost power. What? Me? Do I look like Michael Myers?
No, my little avatar.
Her profile picture.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Dylan and Sarah look exactly the same, but the rest of us might have done a weird shift.
No, I was
lost
sitting
power
right
last
here.
week, but yeah. So we were going through, heard a little bit from Sylvia, heard a little bit from Fleabag, and I believe that I was in the process of asking Lucian what a morning looks like for Lucian. Everyone did their rouse rolls at first, right? I remember that.
Yes.
And then I don't remember, did you get hungry?
I did.
Okay. Well, Lucian...
Which means it's time for someone to win a contest. When you're on the radio and you call in, the first caller gets tickets to Taylor Swift, but you have to come down to the station to pick them up.
That's sick. You're a sick fuck. You
And
trapped
we're
them.
having a blood drive.
So do you think you
yeah.
called them in the night before? Or are you getting up,
That's what
starting the show at 6:30 and hoping that someone can get there before you got to go?
that's
to
what
the
you're saying. You're
rallies?
saying it is morning time, like daylight.
No, it is vampire morning. It is evening.
It is
The sun
okay.
has just
That's
set.
what I was
You have
asking.
just woken up.
So I think it's immediately after people get off work. I tell
Yep.
people, tell them to come into the studio. We'll stay open for an extra hour or two, whatever. Like, and I think that's my trap door. That's the kind of hunter I am. Is I bring people in.
Yeah.
So that's how I get my prey. So you tell me what I got to roll and see if I'm successful.
Well, okay. Yeah.
I
let's
already
talk about
have. So we didn't. You didn't give us the extra stuff. Like we're supposed to pick out more things. Like
your advantages.
Advantages, but I already have an advantage of a herd and a haven
Okay.
from from my type or whatever. I don't remember where we got it actually, whether it's from being a Bruja or it was from being a trapdoor.
Sure.
But either way, I already have both of those things. So I think maybe my part of my herd are the people that work at the radio station with me. Like they know the drill. Like it's just like like when people come in, I make sure that they come and see me personally for the tickets or whatever.
Yeah.
So you tell me what happens.
So here's what it says about trapdoor, and we can talk about it a little bit. So it says it's a charisma plus stealth roll for victims that enter expecting a fun-filled night. It's that might be it. It's dexterity plus stealth to feed upon trespassers. I don't think that's it. But it's wits plus awareness plus haven is used to navigate. So wits plus awareness plus haven dots are used to navigate the maze of the den itself. So I don't know if that necessarily fits. I almost want to do. Well, you tell me what you want to do. I think you could throw your haven dot in there because that is like their willingness to come to the radio station, because that's what it is. I know it's a radio station. People don't necessarily know. So what do you think of like charisma plus?
The thing is, I would like to use wits if that's an option, because my wits is a 4.
Okay.
I mean, charisma's fine too, but wits and performance maybe.
Yeah, like
Does
your
that work?
willingness to get them in. Let's roll that first to make sure you get someone to show up, and then maybe there's another check involved with whomever shows up. So
maybe it's just a matter of picking the right person that calls in to be the 100th caller. You know.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the biggest thing. And so I'm just like, ladies and gentlemen, call in for tickets to Taylor Swift. I think so.
Okay.
That's my role, right? That's my wits plus persuasion.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
All right. So how does that work? I don't remember how we did the stuff in this.
So if you want to roll, so you are Lucian. So if you want to roll, physically, you would be rolling. So we just said wits. So you would roll 4 die for wits, and then what was the other one you were going to do?
Performance.
That would be 7 dice, and then plus your haven, which is 1 more, so that would be 8. So you would roll 8 dice, 8 d6, but 3 of those 8 would be hunger die. That's important what they get. So I don't know if you can do all. You should just be able to give yourself 1 bonus if you click on the word. You want to click on the word, you click on the skill and then add the attribute.
Yeah, I'm there. I got vampire dice and hunger dice. Would it be a vampire die or a hunger die if I added 1 more?
The extra one, I would not. I would just add a normal one. It should auto add your hunger.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I'm hungry. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what you're. Okay, so you got 4 successes, and you didn't have any sort of a bestial success or anything like that, so it's not a bloody success. So I think that you're able to lure in. You're doing Taylor Swift tickets, so I think it's a mom and a daughter. The daughter wins, and the mom and daughter show up. So the daughter wins, and she's like, "Hi, Lucian. She's calling in. Hi, Lucian. I love your station. I listen to it when I study late at night. I like the music you play and the shows you do. Big Blood fan, if you know what I'm saying." She's
very glad to hear that. Everyone that joins our coven is welcome.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan too. I live downtown.
Oh yeah.
It's so cool to did I
I guess what my favorite album is.
Oh man, I just don't even know. You know, I won't lie, you don't really play her kind of music, so I'm not really
Or
sure.
what her favorite song of Taylor's is.
No, do you I have to
It's
say some of our
Red.
new stuff. Red.
Name a
Oh,
song.
I should have known
Name a
that.
song.
Red makes sense. Yeah, that's fun, Lucian.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have your mom fill out some paperwork. If you could just wait here for us really quick.
Oh, okay. So we're okay. I was saying this was on the phone call. Like this is her calling in to
hello.
see if she won.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, do you want me to actually lure this child and her mom to?
I do.
It's like, did I?
Please
Am I the lucky caller? Like, did I?
Oh, well, you'll just have to come down to the station and see, I guess.
Really? Oh
Really?
man, that's so exciting. Okay, me and my mom, she gets off work at 5, so we'll be down at 6:30, 6:45. Does that work? Will you still be in? What am I saying? Of course you'll still be in. That's when you guys start. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sure. See you then.
Okay, so then
All
I
right.
fast forward to the next morning. And,
All right.
40-year-old woman with her 13-year-old daughter show up,
Mhm,
knock on the
mhm.
door, come in, and there's people there that your what was not your haven, your
Heard?
your herd, part of your herd works there and lures them to your office.
Mm-hmm.
So they,
I think that the main thing is to separate the mother and child, give her something, give the small girl something to do, to think about. Let the mom come in and fill out paperwork.
yeah, so she comes in, she's
Give her an
we're
iPad.
here. My daughter says that she won these tickets. I came here. We're looking for a Lucian if he's around. And so they tell the daughter to stay in the
Absolutely.
waiting room.
Mhm.
Basically,
They give her some, she's got some magazines to read, some toys to play with and stuff out there. We gotta,
this 13-year-old
Boy.
has played with toys.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like it's a dentist office or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
It's
Finding
that,
Nemo on the TV.
I was gonna say it's got that it's got that square table that's like got all the wires that just have the blocks and stuff that you
Yeah.
can move along. She's like, I'm a little old for this, and they're just like, shut up and play.
God, why we kill your mom? No, I'm kidding.
I didn't ask you, bitch.
I just
Oh
ask
my
you.
God. Okay. All right. So the mom goes up, walks into your office, and I mean, do you just jump at her? Do you try to stealthily grab her from behind and bite her? Like, what? I know you're a trapdoor feeder, but what does this conversation look like? She kind of opens the door. It's really dark in here. Lucian, are you in here? Or
Come on
looking
in.
for a Lucian?
We keep the curtains drawn to increase our appeal.
Sure. Yeah. That seems to be your vibe here.
Yeah, absolutely. We are creatures of the night after all, aren't we? What's your name?
I'm Miranda. My daughter Katie's in the other
Miranda.
room. Katie's the one who won the
Yes.
tickets.
Katie and I have spoken already, but it's a pleasure to meet you, Miranda.
And you as well. So 2
I want you to-
tickets is what we won?
Absolutely. 2 tickets to Taylor Swift. That's what you wanted, right?
That's it. Yeah, that's what I think that's what the contest was, if I remember right.
I'm going to need you to fill out some paperwork. I hope you don't mind. I have a very special pin.
No, not at all. She like at the
Just a
desk, she
little-
like sits down at.
Yeah, exactly. Little prick of the finger. And Taylor
Okay.
Swift tickets are yours.
Why do I need to prick my finger?
It's a very special pin.
Okay. She's starting to get a little like, the fuck is going on? So it's just
These
got a
are
little-
free of charge, by the way. Taylor Swift's tour is quite popular.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's what I had assumed. So I just need a sign with my
Yeah.
blood?
Yes, exactly.
I'm just picturing a blood drive. Like, yes, this is my special pin.
She's like, I think we need to go. I'm gonna go grab Katie, I appreciate
Oh,
your
hold
time,
on.
but like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
Now,
She turns around and starts
just-
walking towards the door.
Now just wait a minute, and I'm gonna turn my monitor around,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna show the others, like convincing Katie to walk into a different room.
What are you? What's? And
Well.
she starts to run out. Like she starts running out the door. It's like, no, Katie, no.
Listen,
She runs outside.
our
I
people.
imagine
Oh
she
my
goes into her
god,
room
she's
and
gone already.
she sees that monitor. She looks. She opens the door behind her and starts trying to run back out to the front.
Okay. Well, what kind of role would you want me to roll to try and
Well,
convince her to stay here?
You want to try to convince her to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably. I don't know. What do you think? Manipulation. If that's probably what you're trying to do as manipulator, or are you trying to use your? I don't know if it's wit as much. Go ahead.
Does using our disciplines, does that
You could use your discipline right now.
cost something?
It just might make you hungrier.
Might make you hungry. So
Okay.
it's a rouse roll. On most of them. Most of them have a rouse roll involved with them. So
They use ones.
So
I don't know because I have like awe, which says I can add presence rating to any skill roll involving persuasion, performance, or charisma.
Yeah.
Which like presence is where's presence? What is presence? I guess I don't know how that works. What is presence?
I thought. Oh, presence is the. You would add 3 dots. Look, presence is what aw's under. The word presence is right above awe. That's your type of discipline.
Ew. Okay.
So you would be able
So
to
it's
add
any
3 dots to that.
But I don't know if awe is like a passive thing. If I just get to use that, or if I had to do something.
Let's see. Let's go to the wiki. That is a discipline. I don't have the full text there, so let's look. Awe. Okay, no, I need to go to, this is presence, and then control F for awe. Cost is free.
Okay.
So
basically,
presence, okay, so the cost is free, prerequisite none, duration 1 scene until the end. Once the power wears off, the victim reverts to their original opinions. So it is.
So what I'm imagining here, and I don't know if that's I persuade her very nicely that nothing bad will happen if she stays and finishes this deal, and then I imagine we would change scenes, like this would happen in the background, and they would leave a little paler and maybe a little woozier and with Taylor Swift tickets.
Okay.
Right. But I imagine that would be like
so she's about to run out the door and you say something. Okay, so add, so it's gonna be persuasion, I would say. Makes the most sense here.
Yep.
So it's gonna be
persuasion. I can add my presence and whatever stat you think is the most appropriate. Charisma.
Well, what do you think you're doing here?
I mean,
either it's manipulation, in my opinion, but it also could be charisma. The way you're talking, obviously, charisma has more dots involved with it, but it's whatever.
I mean, I'm fine with using manipulation. I'm definitely manipulating her into thinking, that
okay,
everything's going to be okay.
So persuasion plus manipulation plus your presence. I will note one last thing that you guys can do. Don't forget, I want to bring this up. This is like one of those, it's almost like luck, but it's not luck, is blood surge. So you can always do a blood surge where you kind of surge your vampiric blood to try to up the powers that you're using. And as the level of blood potency that you are, you would be able to add 1 more die, but it involves another rouse roll. So, okay, hold on. Before I even look at what that was, I need to. So, how many dice did you just roll?
I rolled 7 dice, I think.
Okay. All right. I know what
3,
you
2, 2.
did. You got 3 successes. So she also got 3 successes to basically. So you win. Like the attacker, it goes to the attacker in this.
Okay.
There's like
So
a
they leave.
yeah.
They leave, and the girl is so
Well-
excited, and mom is just like, "I have a headache. I'm gonna
Let's
go
see
home." You know.
too. How much were you drinking from her? So
Oh, okay. All right,
so
that's
a
part of it.
sip from a human takes 1 hunger,
Okay.
and it takes about 3 turns. And that means that it's weird, but your saliva closes up wounds, so you like lick the
Mhm.
wound closed.
Sure.
The
Like a dog.
maximum non-harmful drink from a human will sate you 2 hunger back, and that just takes a scene. Same thing, you can lick the wound closed. And then a harmful drink that could risk death, you could get back between 1 to 4, and they take actual damage that way. Or
Alright.
you could drain them and completely kill them and get back 5.
Well, Miranda. No. Okay. So I think it would be 2. I think it would be the second one, like the maximum harmless amount that I can take.
Okay.
'Cause
So
I'm fine with having
she almost
one
feels
hunger, but-
euphoric. But
Mhm.
as soon as she gets out of that door, she still has this like euphoric feeling, but she knows that something was wrong because your presence wears
Yeah.
off when like that scene ends. So she comes out and she's like, "Oh man,
I say
think we should go to the park or something, Katie. Maybe we'll go. I think they're having that rally downtown. I don't know. I just feel great. I'm so happy that we got these tickets. But I also really want to get out of here. So I think we should leave. Let's go do that rally. Let's go home. We can get your costume. Let's go to the rally." And they get together and they leave.
I think that's part of Lucian's ability.
Uh-huh.
Is that I've got awe, which again, like he's like adding my presence
Yeah.
to these checks, but I also have melpomene, which means that I can use presence without seeing the target, only having them within earshot,
Nice.
and I have a radio
Oh,
show.
You do the radio.
So I think
your
I think
voice is so sultry that it gets people.
I think part of it is I think people who are my victims are probably more likely to be victimized again. So it's like they're gonna continue watching the radio. Like I press the show as much as possible, and I use like trigger words to like oh, we should go by the station, and if people come by often enough, they become part of my herd, and that's what happened. Like they start working at the radio station. Like I give them like part-time jobs. I give them like perks. Like you could come to parties that we host and things like that.
So have you sired vampires, do you think?
Ooh,
Perhaps.
that's tough because that's a really really big deal in kindred society. People can do a lot of things, but siring someone of your own free will without having like a higher up's approval is like a. So maybe
We'll see.
you've secretly
Maybe
sired.
I said maybe if the story continues beyond this adventure, then it'll involve that secret.
Yeah.
But for now,
Cool.
who knows?
All right, so we kind of went through a whole feeding scene there. So we'll jump back to Sylvia, but first we're going to jump to Kane. So Kane, again, let me pull up the character page here real quick, just for everyone watching can see what all these characters look like. So again, we got Sylvia top left, Kane top right, Lucian bottom left, and Fleabag bottom right on the image that you're seeing on screen right now.
You can tell because of the bag.
You can tell because of the bag. So yeah, bottom left is Lucian, who we just dealt with there. So let's jump up to Kane, top right. So Kane, you had a pretty crazy night before. You killed 2 men, turned their body to ash.
Mere boys.
Yep, boys. Yep, excuse me. And it's you wake up the next morning again around 6:30 or so. Know that you have this rally at 7:30. Let's see, what's your hunger looking like? You're pretty hungry. You got what, 4 hunger right now? So what's the morning look like for you?
I'm looking to get paid. I did a gig last night, and I need to call my contact.
That's right. That's how you get your stuff. Okay, so do you think you know your, like, is this a contact that you work for often, or kind of what's the story with the people that you work with, do you think?
I'm thinking it's I think I'm still working for Tim, my sire. Like
Okay.
he's the one that's getting me contacts. He's
And
the one that
that's
has the ups with the
that was
big
your
league guys.
dad's friend, right? Too.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
war buddy.
War buddy. That's right. Okay. Um. All right. So there's still got to be a risk, or not a risk, a let's see what this says. Blood as payment. What is? Let's look a little bit. I didn't realize I should have looked more into that. 3.
Seemed fairly straightforward.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's just. I mean, I don't think that it's just a thing that you can just. I mean, maybe it is. You just get it. It still feels like there should be some sort of a role involved there. You know what I mean? Let's see. So you are. Okay. So yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll get there. So you go. Do you have a place where you meet Tim to get your blood every time, or kind of is there a drop off spot, or how do you normally go about with the exchange and decide on an amount too? Like how much are you getting for a job? Do you think? What does that process usually look like? You think?
Hmm.
Does your
Well-
job be done?
Yeah, is my job done? Oh well. It depends on tonight, I suppose. That's
think
when the
you're-
concert is.
That's true. I don't know. I think that maybe you were just assigned. Maybe that was the thing that you had been doing for the last couple of days while Tech9 was staying in that hotel downtown, and so maybe that was your last night. Was last night, and so now you're waking up the next night, looking to get paid before you head out to this rally to not only see him perform but also to do this other kind of side gig that you've been working on. So you think you have a drop-off spot, or are you meeting Bill in person every time?
Tim. But no, I think
Tim, yeah.
I think we're meeting up with Tim.
Okay.
But also, he might be coming to the rally later, so I want to
Okay.
ask him about that as well.
So you meet up with Tim, and he's just like, you guys have the same meetup spot, and he's like, "Well, Kane, you did some good work again last night. It looks like, although I did notice some drywall patching down there on the bottom floor. There was there anything else you want to tell me about that happened last night?"
Yeah, Joe took care of the drywall issue.
Well, perfect. That'll work for me. And give me a, let's see, what kind of roll? I'm trying to decide how many blood. So a blood bag, like per the rules, a blood bag states 1 hunger. So I think maybe he hands you over, like you see, like he opens like a backpack up that's got a bunch of blood bags in it, and some are marked with a K, and some are marked with an H. You know, the K is the kindred blood, and H is the human blood. And he hands you over one and starts zipping up the backpack. And maybe you are looking to try to get more out of him. So
Yeah,
give me.
yeah, he does this. He does this a bit. He
Yeah.
likes to try and get me on it.
Yeah.
A little give and
Fine.
take.
It's a little game we play.
All right. So
I give and he takes.
what kind of role? Are you trying to intimidate him into giving you more? You know,
Yeah.
he is your sire, so very likely
say-
he's higher potency than you. Maybe potentially strong, maybe a different kind. I don't know what kind of.
He's a different kind of strength, I'd imagine. He's
Yeah.
not one-on-one with me. So I have strength over him. He probably has something more like manipulation since he's the one in charge.
Yeah. Okay. So give me what, an intimidation plus plus your strength. Are you gonna like actually like roughhouse him, or are you gonna do?
Oh yeah,
know
I
what
grab
else.
the bag. He starts to zip it up, and I just put my hand on it.
Okay. So give me an intimidation plus strength roll. So that's gonna be 7 die. So I'm gonna need 3 successes is what I'm looking for here to be able to overpower him and maybe get an extra bag.
Okay. And I gotta pick out the ones that are my hunger.
Yep, you'll have 4 of them will be hunger die, which is especially important here. And if you succeed and get a man, already put that down. It's the 1s and the 6s I gotta remember. Let's see, cheat sheet. Okay. You let me know what you get and what you get on the if you get any 1s or 6s on your hunger die. And remember, you're looking for 6s and above.
Yeah,
Oh,
I only got
we're rolling D10s. Sorry, I don't know why I said D6s earlier. It's D10s.
What?
Well, you've rolled
okay.
in game,
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a D10. A 6 or higher is a success. Is what the
yeah. I only got 2 successes, and one of my hunger was a 1.
Oh, so you failed. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be a bestial failure.
Mm-hmm. I'm hungry.
Yeah, okay. Wow. All right. It's happening. I'm not prepared. Okay, so on a bestial failure, I have it in my rules. I have it in my rules. Skill checks. Nope. Hunting and blood. Bestial failure. I think you're gonna frenzy. Blood potency. You know what? I'm gonna get it right, so I'm gonna keep looking. Just give me a moment here.
All right. And yeah, Kane, he's basically just like a roided up guy. Like he's one of those guys that takes testosterone and is
Yeah.
into creatine, and he's not that smart, so he's pretty douchey.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
a
into
physical brute.
it.
And Tim knows
Let's
this.
see. Oh,
Like he
messy
expects
critical,
it from
excuse
me.
me. A critical win. Oh no. Okay, so bestial failure occurs when a player rolls a 1 on 1 or more hunger die in addition to failing a test. Story-wise, either the character failed because their beast manifested inopportunely or excessively, or the character's failure angered the beast into a reprisal. Any of the consequences of a messy critical or simply sustaining aggravated damage are possible depending on the scene's circumstances. Okay, so let me find what the hell those are, though. I need the examples of the blood vampire. I know I wrote it down somewhere in my notes, but now I'm not remembering where I did that. Actually, I want to make sure because there's like a whole bunch of different frenzies that can happen, and frenzies are super cool. I mean, for me, maybe not so much for you guys.
Interesting.
Let's see. Example outcomes. Okay, let's just do that. So you are, what clan are you again?
Venture.
Venture. So I think it's going to be, oh wait, okay. They say it's like so. Okay, give me a, I'm going to let you roll to see what kind of compulsion you have here. So give me a D10 roll.
9.
9.
Wow.
Okay. So you rolled paranoia.
Yeah,
So
that tracks.
in a violent setting, so Kane like goes to grab for this like he goes to grab the backpack from Bill, and Bill pulls it away and looks at you and gives you like this look like, what the fuck are you doing? You know you can't do that. And you like freak out and like feel the beast inside of you like not understanding why it's not being fed more than it should be, and you just try to get the fuck out of there. So you have that one bag, and he pulls back, gives you this look, and all the years that you've been his sire just like all come screaming back at you, and the beast inside of you just freaks the fuck out, and you try to run and get away. So
Hey, it's like that scene in the Hulk when he's running from the army and he's just leaping over shit.
yeah.
He gets outside and just
He just starts leaping over
booms.
buildings.
Yeah.
God, my heat fucking turned on, and I am sweating my ass off. Give me one second.
I still saw his ass. It was there when he stood up.
Nope. No ass.
No, that's way less ass than last time.
You
That's
got
way
a
less
blood
ass.
back, Kane. So you can still sate that one hunger, but you are
Okay.
still dealing with the hunger a little bit more than maybe you wanted to. All right, let's jump to Sylvia here real quick. Sylvia, you wanted to do a little hunting yourself before. What do you think a quick hunt for Sylvia looks like?
That's a good question.
It's only 6:30. It's probably about, I don't know, 6:30 or 7, depending on how far you're going. So you might, go somewhere near the park. We've got this map pulled up here. If we know that area at all, doesn't really matter too much. But again, you usually feed under the guise of sexual acts, which might be a little bit more difficult in the early hours of night.
At 6 p.m.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, if you look at yourself again, I'll pull it up on stream here. Like, you might be able to get it when you want it. You know what I'm saying? So
Older ladies like brunch.
And some 30-year-olds.
You think I'm gonna sex up a older lady?
Yes.
And you might have to. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'm following.
it's dinner
No,
time. I mean, it's busy.
I can, yeah, I can go to like a restaurant and sit at the bar at the restaurant.
Yeah, you're talented.
I can find a single man at a restaurant.
We've already kind of walked through what that whole process looks like with you, so we're just going to jump to the roll for you. So you're going to go to a restaurant, hang out, and I need what role are you looking for in the book? It says that, if you're trying to feed under the guise of sexual arts, it's probably like charisma plus subterfuge, but I'm willing to hear an argument for something else as well.
I would argue that it's persuasion because I am persuading them to do the dirty in the middle of the day.
So charisma plus persuasion?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember. Oops.
So if you click on the word persuasion, then you should be able to also do the drop down and choose charisma. I just need 2 successes on this, so you should be able to get it.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, you might not. It might be a bestial failure, which would make me have to look up stuff again. 2 successes is all you got.
Hey, same.
Yeah. So you're able to do it. That's all I needed. So you go. How much are you feeding here?
I'm probably just gonna do like a quick bite.
Just to top off a 1?
Just 1, yeah.
Okay. So you get this guy in an alley or maybe in the bathroom or something. The alley isn't really dark yet necessarily.
They had a family restroom.
But yeah,
they had a family restroom.
Family restroom. Get going with him, and then he feels great afterwards.
On one of the koala changing stands.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Okay. So you guys have all done what you need to do in the morning. Morning routine is done. We're approaching that 7:30 time, heading on down to Mill Creek Park to go to this rally. You guys meet up beforehand, or just plan on kind of meeting there?
We could drive together.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone has a car, right? Didn't we decide that? Who drove last night?
Wasn't me.
Remember.
We have 2 cars.
The
cool kids have a car, and then the outcasts have the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so yeah, you guys show up again. Parking's a bitch, but you guys are used to that. I imagine too, like that the car is really tinted windows. Maybe you use that occasionally to try to get around during the daytime, like almost maybe like an illegal tent. So you've maybe gotten pulled over a couple times, but usually pretty good about avoiding that kind of shit. And then the motorcycle, I imagine you're kind of geared up pretty well to be able to go out during the daytime if need be. So you guys pull in, the party's in full effect. There's a stage set up. There's like not really anybody that performing yet. It's still early in the rally. There's like a merch stand where there's a bunch of guys and girls selling like these green shirts that say God, what did they say? I've already forgotten. Give me 1 second here.
Please help. It's our only one.
Yeah,
Planet
stuff
is
like that.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say a greener tomorrow starts today on the back. They've got that logo set up. You guys should be able to see the logo, but let me just pull that up again and show it to the stream.
It says 420 Blaze It.
Yeah, Heartland Conservation. So it's got that logo all over it. You see there's a couple kind of like side stages where people are like not side stages, like side stands where people are talking about like upcoming technology that they're trying to push, this Heartland Conservation, to try to help, greenify things. You got your bamboo straws and shit like that. So they even have there's kind of one stand when you guys first pull in, it's a little bit far off, but I think Lucian locks into it pretty quick. It's like a scrub daddy that's made out of recycled material. So that's pretty cool. Just shit like that. So you guys head in and kind of walk me through what this looks like. And I guess a good question here is too: are you using the Blush of Life? Are you guys trying to pump vampiric blood through your veins to give yourself a more lively look, or do you think that maybe at a Halloween party in the evening you can blend in?
It requires a check, right?
It's a rouse check. It's not a check that you can, you're not going to not do Blush of Life, but it might make you hungry.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I just got unhungry, so I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. What about everyone else? What are you thinking? Any other Blush of Life users?
I think Sylvia would purposefully dress up as a vampire for her costume.
Okay.
Nice.
So no.
Love it.
Okay. Did anybody else dress up?
Oh yeah, Kane definitely dressed up.
Okay.
He's
Are
in
you
his
just,
full Jason Voorhees getup.
Jason Voorhees. Okay.
Yep.
You got the mask on and everything?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Bless you. So
Salud.
that's pretty cool. So Lucian, did you dress up or did you not dress up, or are you just kind of vamping it up?
I think that what he wears normally is close enough to the costume, so he's just like, if anybody asks, he'll come up with something dumb like, I'm a cool guy, or...
All right. And Fleabag, I'd have to say, you got the bag, you might be good.
No, I don't know. Fleabag's gonna keep the OG mask on, but I think I expect to it's the Spirit Halloween that probably threw out their Halloween costumes in the garbage a few days for Halloween. Like, these are not going to sell. This is like 70%, 5% off kind of deals.
Uh-huh.
He finds some like stranger mask in the garbage and puts it on top of the mask that he's wearing. So he's got two masks.
You
on.
got two masks doubled
Yeah.
up. All right.
Yeah.
So you might get some weird looks, but
yeah,
nothing that you're not used to as a Nosferatu. So, okay, cool. So yeah, you guys head in. Again, your goal is like that people, both humans and kindreds, have gone missing from these types of events, and you think it's somehow related to this whole conspiracy thing that someone is trying to unveil, or potentially going to unveil the Masquerade. And so you've been sent here by the prince to investigate, essentially. So how do you guys think you go about that? You just hang out? You looking around for stuff? What's the game plan here to gain some more information at this rally?
I think sometimes people say more than they should when they're not paying attention. So
Okay.
I think maybe Lucian's gonna try and
Listen in.
I think maybe he's got like flyers for his radio station to hand out, and he kind of just makes his way through the crowd and just engages with everybody, and he's just like, makes it a point to instill a little bit of that earworm with anybody. This is like, you should listen to The Bite, you should listen to he's like just potentially trolling for new victims. But yeah, I think he's just trying to I don't don't know what that would be.
Okay. Yeah, let's look here. So you're trying to just interact with people and be listening it out for anything that sounds potentially suspicious here.
Yeah. Wits awareness, maybe? I don't know.
I like awareness. I think that's you're trying to listen in and focus on people, and yeah, probably wits or intelligence, I think makes the most sense here.
All right. Give it a little go.
Yeah, let me see what you get here.
Only got one blood die now. So.
Okay. 3 successes. So hey, you
Just-
guys all get there. Lucian kind of looks at everyone and gives I'm gonna go hand out some paperwork and see if I hear anything type of deal. And you're handing stuff or out to people, and you notice like one of the staff members, all the staff members are wearing like the same there's like 2 main outfits that these staff members are wearing, and you see one of them go up to another one. Like it's pretty clear that they're both staff members, and one of the guys looks like upset, and the other guy kind of pulls him away and like pulls him behind like the stage. It just the whole thing felt a little bit off to you. Let him go. Go try to follow, eavesdrop, go attack them. Your options are endless here. This is what vampires are real.
Exactly. I rip somebody's head off and then start drinking their blood. No, I think I let somebody else know, and I let somebody else go follow him. I don't think stealth and subterfuge. Like, I think I'm too recognizable, honestly.
Too famous. Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you think who's walking with him?
Who wants to try? Who wants to give it a shot?
Sylvia, Kane, Fleabag. Who's kind of hanging out with Lucian, walking around with him? Or are all of you? Did you guys just kind of decide to walk together as a crew?
Sylvia would probably go with Lucian.
Okay.
In this situation.
All right. So Lucian just points that out.
So
yeah,
I'm just like, what's the deal over there? Looks interesting. Maybe you should go talk to them.
I'll just like nod and walk over there.
Okay. So if you start walking closer, go ahead and give me a. Well, actually, are you trying to eavesdrop on them, get eyes on them? They've kind of gone behind the stage. There's not a lot of people there, so if you just walked back there willy-nilly, it might be pretty obvious, but you might be close enough to be able to hear. I don't know what kind of. You might have some disciplines that are involved with this. You have awe as well, actually. I see. You also have like compel and dominate. I don't think those are necessarily relevant here, but yeah.
Yeah. I think I would probably just try to get close enough that I can hear.
Okay. So that would probably be a. Well, hearing. What do you think? You look at your skills and argue something to me. I won't try to figure it out for you. Although I can understand
I guess
why.
probably like wits and investigation.
Okay. I was gonna say awareness, but I like investigation too. I think that also applies in this situation.
An investigation. It's an investigation.
Oh no, pose back. Fuck. Okay.
Crossover.
You're gonna need at least two successes to be able to hear what's going on here. It's loud. You're behind the stage. There's music playing. So you've only got 3 die that you're rolling, or excuse me, you've got 4 die that you're rolling here. So
it should be, I guess it's 3 vampire dice and 1 hunger dice.
Yes. Yep.
So hunger dice should just match however hungry you are.
Yeah. You always just replace your pool and replace it with however many hunger die you have. So if you're rolling 8 die and you have 1 hunger, you're still rolling 8 die. Just one of them is a hunger die.
I got 3
3
successes.
successes. Okay. So yeah, you're able to get close enough, kind of stand, maybe looking casually around, and listen in, and you hear something about like they're kind of yelling back and forth of each other, and you hear like whispers. You say, that would be a security risk. You know we can't do that. And then maybe they're like, now is not the time to lose your nerve. We're so close. And we have to keep things quiet until the time is right. It's still kind of broken up garbage, but you kind of like it's something weird is going on, something that doesn't make sense for a conservation rally.
I am going to walk over and I'm going to say, security. I am a security expert myself, and I'm going to flash my FBI badge. No, just kidding. I don't think I have that anymore. But I am going to tell them that I used to work for the FBI. And I'm going to try to persuade them to tell me what it is that is going on.
Okay, so if you walk around and they see you, they kind of stop and straighten up, and they're like, "Ma'am, you can't be back here. You're gonna have to go back to the main area. I apologize if we were being too loud. We're headed right back out now. Right, Tom?" And kind of looks.
And I'll be like, "No, it's okay. I'm here to help with your problem."
Okay, so yeah, if you're gonna try to persuade them to tell you something, this is probably a decent time to use your awe, right? Like your presence. So we decided that awe, that's one of your disciplines. That's what Brendan used before. So if you're doing a persuasion roll, you can add your presence to that. It's just going to give you one more die, basically, for free. As long as they can see you, because you don't have that other ability. So what you're going to do?
Okay. I would say try manipulation.
Manipulation plus persuasion.
Because
plus presence, so you get all of that. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8 die.
Yes.
Okay. We'll let you know.
I got 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah. So the one guy, he looks at you and he goes, well, okay. Well, I guess you promised not to tell. He's kind of looking you up and down a little bit. You promise that you're not gonna say anything.
I won't say anything, boys.
Well, these events are they're real. They're also a front to help recruit, if you know what I mean. Recruits to the cause. Some people aren't as willing to join the cause as others. But we recognize talent when we see it, and we get them to join regardless. We're very persuasive, if you know what I mean. But I can't say anything else. I really can't. Just be on the lookout here, and don't worry about if you hear anything else. Just leave it to the professionals.
Okay. What exactly is the security issue that I'm looking out for? I don't think you said.
No, I'm just saying if you see people go missing, or you see people getting dragged off that don't look like they really want to, don't worry about that.
Okay. Got it. I'll probably
he has this dead look in his eye, like he doesn't know what he's saying, but he is saying it and speaking truthfully.
Got it. I'll probably meet back up with Lucian after that and relay the information.
What a totally normal thing for people to say. Definitely not something I've ever had to say myself recently in this episode.
It's a fucked up world, man. Okay. So Lucian, you saw that happen. Let's jump over to, and Sylvie kind of dealt with that. Let's jump over. Maybe Fleabag and Kane are hanging out now, partnering up. How do you guys think that you're trying to gain information? What's the, or if you are at all, what's the party life look like for the two of you as you're kind of walking through this crowd of people?
I'm picturing the fleas kind of jumping off and like getting people's shoulders and like you know when you're in a crowd and you can't hear very well, but the fleas are like in their ear, like saying some shit that's making them really like anxious and self-conscious.
Right.
Did you get the devil on your shoulders?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I like it. So you're still using the fleas to try to eavesdrop
Yes.
on people? Okay.
Yes, I still
Oh,
am. Yes.
Oh, sure. So you got mind control fleas.
Okay. Let's do a roll to see what kind of information the fleas are able to find.
A flea.
Yeah. Exactly. I guess
So-
you also have the. Is it feral whispers? Is your animalism thing that maybe you're using here?
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of a role is that? So that is under animalism. So let's pull up animalism. I just want to see the text of it. So, feral whispers, two-way communication with animals or summoning. So it's a rouse check is what I need from you. So if
So
you want
it's
to, yeah, you can
10
either
side?
roll at 1d10 and let me know if you get a 6 or higher, or you can click rouse to the right of your hunger on your character sheet to have the roll it in game.
I'm gonna roll a d10.
Okay. You're looking for a 5 or lower.
7.
Okay. So you are speaking to the fleas, and you have to kind of force your vampiric blood to do a little bit of extra work here, and you gain 1 hunger.
Damn it.
Which is okay. You're just at 3 hunger now. It looks like, so you're still doing all right. But you you're allowed excuse me, you're allowed around a lot of warm bloods right
Yeah.
now. So maybe it's getting
it's
to you a little
making
bit
me-
more.
I'm feeling a little feral. That's true.
Okay. So you send your fleas out just to see if they find anything suspicious going on. And they report back to you and say I don't know how they talk, so I'm just gonna portray the information that they give you. Yeah, exactly. I think it's funny. I think maybe we give fleas a really low voice. Like maybe fleas are.
They sound like Brendan.
Exactly. So the fleas come back and they kind of direct you. You see Lucian and Sylvia kind of walking off one direction, and kind of beyond them and kind of off to the side, there's like a line of they just look like security guards standing there. But the fleas were able to figure out. Well, actually, have you rolled? Did you roll yet? No, I need you to roll. I'm sorry. I was stupid. I almost started just giving away stuff, assuming that you rolled. So you just rolled your. Oh, you did roll. I'm stupid. God damn it.
It's the fleas.
It's the fleas. I need you to roll an animalism check to see how much information you get.
I see. Let's
You
just
could
know that
do- it's plus a discipline 2 probably to see how much information you get. So it's going to be plus your animalism. So you're probably looking at, what are you thinking? Wits, intelligence, manipulation. What do you think? How do you? Probably wits to like direct them in the right way, right? Or intelligence maybe. What do you? I mean, they're both 3, so it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Matter, but, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Wits.
And then plus. Talking to the fleas. Probably animal ken, right? So it's going to be if you click on the word animal ken, and then add the attribute wits, and then add the discipline animalism. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then you should be able to hit confirm, and it should roll it. I won't roll it for you though. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. Happy to walk you through it.
Is it 4 dice?
Do you want to roll it physically? Or do you want to
Well,
roll it in Foundry?
I was trying to do it through Foundry, but
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so you're looking at your skill, like you have your character sheet pulled up?
It looks like it's giving me 4 vampire dice and 3 hunger dice for that.
That would be right, I think. That's 7 die. So you're doing Animal kin is 2. Wits is 3, so that's 5, and then you have 2 in animalism. So yep, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. You only got a 2. This is a possible bestial failure. So because you weren't really rolling against anything, and this is just how much information you get, there's nothing that you're rolling against. This is just
the fleas might revolt, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, the fleas aren't going to revolt, but they just might not find anything. What I will say, I'm going to give you information based on this. It's not you're not going to have a bestial failure because you weren't really rolling against a number necessarily. You, like I said, so you see the 2 others walking off, and then you see a kind of a group of guards standing off to the right, and the fleas say that those guards have been keeping a close eye on Lucian and Sylvia ever since that they walked in. They're kind of under hushed breath talking about them and kind of pointing or nodding in their direction,
whispering into their watches.
I kind of forget how small fleas are. Okay, so that's that's
their whole thing.
Yeah, that's it. Sleeping into watches, or just being small.
It's being small.
Okay. All right, so we've got a little information there. Kane, what do you think that you're doing here? Are you hanging out with Fleabag too, or you trying to strong arm some people, or what do you think Kane's doing right now?
I think Kane's just watching security, trying to see the movements from his own perspective.
Okay.
Like, see if he can learn anything from their movements, or maybe even their chatter if he gets close enough.
Sure. So maybe you even noticed those same guards kind of looking towards the other 2. Let's go ahead and give me a roll here to see if you notice anything else unique about them.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be again.
I've got 2 in awareness.
Okay. I like awareness, and then maybe probably wits. I don't really think there's anything else there that's going to help you to do that.
Yeah,
so,
that works.
Okay. Let's see how much information you get. And then, unless there's any other disciplines you think that you would want to try to use here, I don't really think any of them are probably applicable right now. So, okay.
Hopefully it will be applicable later, but yeah. No. Okay, only
if there
one
is
success.
a later.
And you rolled 3 hunger die, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. How many successes?
Just 1.
Just 1, and was it a 6 or a 1, or was it a 6 or a 1?
What? No, it was an 8.
Or any of the hunger die 6s or 1s? Excuse me. Or above a. God damn it. Were any of the hunger
D10?
die a 1 or a 10?
No.
Okay, we're good. All right, so I think that you probably just noticed the same thing then, that those guards are acting and looking a little bit suspicious, and have definitely noticed probably not just Sylvia and Lucian, but have kind of pointed towards you all as well, and are kind of looking your way, just keeping an extra eye on you, like they know something is up.
Okay. I just go by each of my compatriots and tell them we've been made, and put eyes on the security.
Okay.
And just keep going.
Okay. So
they don't know that I know this hack, but I've got a gun.
Sylvia pulls out a pistol and just starts shooting into the... Oh, man. Okay.
The same energy as shouting life hack about things that aren't actually life hacks. It's just like,
yeah, exactly.
And she knows how to turn heads.
You might not know this life hack, but when your stomach hurts, if you eat, it helps. Because that's called hunger. All right, so you guys keep doing what you're doing. Kind of just keep meandering around, switch it up at all. It's still, the party's still kind of just going on here. You now know, probably all of you kind of spread the information around. There's some guards that have been checking you out a little bit more. Sylvia manipulated a couple like volunteers, it looked like, into telling them that this place is a recruitment, a push, maybe at least part of it is about recruiting new members, whether they want to or not. Actually, let's do this. There's not the equivalent of a perception roll. I want everyone to give me a perception roll. So why doesn't everyone give me an awareness plus... we'll do wits roll. Actually, resolve. I'm trying to... Resolve also works here. Resolve is kind of like how strong your hearing is being right now. So just hear things in general. So everyone give me a resolve plus awareness roll.
Damn.
Sylvia is locked the fuck in. Fleabag is not. She got 2 masks on. Completely fair. Sylvia is ripped her own ears off. And
If I
wait, no, Sylvia, did you roll twice?
No, I just rolled once.
Oh, I was looking at your old roll. Oh my god, you guys rolled terribly.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 successes for me.
3 successes. Okay. Ever since we've gotten here, Lucian, like there's music playing, there's like Halloween sounds playing. You know, there's like the smoke machines. They're spooky. You know, every booth has got like different Halloween music playing. But you swear, you keep hearing like wolves howling, like out in the distance, and like every now and then you see someone else kind of like look off into the distance. Like that's weird.
Oh my god.
Like it feels like it's just... It felt like it was just part of the Halloween kind of ambiance at first, but every now and then you're just like, no, I am pretty fucking sure that I hear like a wolf howl off in the distance.
Oh my god.
Wolves howling?
Yep.
These green motherfuckers are werewolves.
I'm gone. Do what you want.
Do what you want. So yeah, that's another thing. Like you've noticed, you could ask people about it if they're hearing it too. You do whatever here, or just kind of keep that information and continue on. If you guys just want to continue hanging out at the party, let me know, and I can push on through the night here too.
I don't know what to do with that information. There's wolves howling somewhere.
I mean,
We can follow the sound of the howls.
I don't have investigation.
I have a gun.
An investigation. You threw in the word investigation for me, Nicholas.
You're welcome. It's time for an investigation!
I think you should have played Poe in this game too.
Could have.
Spoiler: he's Poe in every game.
Mhm.
You said I thought maybe it was like background noise.
Well, no. So I'm sorry. I said Lucian. Kane heard this. You didn't roll. You got a 0.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't get it. Okay.
Okay.
Kane, you heard this. Everyone else rolled
Okay.
holy shit. No one. I mean, Sylvia got a 0. Lucian got a 0. Fleabag, did you roll?
I rolled 2 6s.
Okay, so you got 2 successes. Okay.
Yes.
So you maybe heard a howl or 2 as well, but also just kind of chalked it up. But like it's definitely something that more like Sylvia and Lucian haven't noticed it at all. Like you guys both rolled 0s. Like no successes. No bestial failures or anything like that either. But it's definitely something more that Fleabag and Kane have been hearing and kind of noticing. So do you guys do anything with that information?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Fleabag, you
Nothing.
hear that too? See you
Yes.
seeing that? I don't think that's just the trap music. Lucian, lend me your ears. Does this sound like any of your tunes?
Nope. Haven't heard that before.
Your voice suddenly changed back to Brendan.
What are you talking about? I don't hear anything.
If someone tells you and you really listen in, you guys aren't deaf, you would hear them too. It's not often.
Oh, we can't hear. Hello.
It's like, you hear a howl every 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30. Like it's not like it sounds like there's a pack of wolves on Warnall. Like there's not. It's not that. It's just like a distant howling. It's a little eerie.
Mario.
Does Kane smell wet dog at all?
No.
No
Well,
wet dog smell.
You might smell
He's
dogs.
looking-
There's like pets there. Like there's a couple like people have brought some of their dogs and stuff there. Some of the more social
Mhm.
dogs.
Does he smell up dog?
What's up, dog? You didn't even.
Boo.
That's the best I got. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys are kind of hanging out. You hear all these different things, and after a little while, Tech9 he comes on stage, goes through some of his more famous songs. We got Worldwide Shoppers. We got Thinking with My Dick. There's all kinds of songs that he plays there. Red Kingdom's a huge hit. Chiefs are doing well this year. So he plays that, and everyone's tomahawk chopping in the crowd, cheering on more. The night continues to go on.
Chopping the crowd.
Yeah, there's Tech9 has actual tomahawks that he's throwing in the crowd. There's people catching them and shit. It's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Tech9 kind of finishes up his set. Thanks everyone for coming tonight, and he goes, "Before I leave tonight, I just wanted to. I really can't do I can't really sound like Tech9. Before I leave tonight, I just wanted to introduce the man that brought us all together here tonight, Thomas Carter. Come on out, Thomas." And Lucian, you would remember from looking up information that Thomas Carter is the head of the Heartland Conservation organization. And I just so happen to have a picture of him that I will pull up and show.
Have his headshot?
So this is Thomas Carter. Now, if
He's a werewolf.
if you zoom in and look
He's
at
a
his,
werewolf.
Oh.
you zoom in and look at his jacket, you'll notice he does have the Heartland Conservation symbol
Logo on it? Very, very small?
Yeah. No big deal. I did work on the Photoshop on that one, though.
He looks like he's
comes out
Team
on
Jacob.
stage, he says, thank you. And everyone's, cheered or whatever, and he kind of calms everyone down, and he goes, "Good evening, everyone. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Halloween than by coming together, here, under the night sky, united for a
Same
cause
time.
that touches us all. Look around you, at the energy, the excitement. It's proof that people are ready to see real change. And that's what we're about at the Heartland Conservation. A greener tomorrow starts today. Heartland Conservation is more than just an organization, we're a movement. One that believes we don't have to settle for the pollution and corruption that cities breed. Our beautiful Heartland deserves better than shadows cast by endless skyscrapers and lives hidden behind facades. Nature knows no masks, only raw, untamed power, and that's what we're here to protect. Our mission isn't just about going green, it's about restoring purity, strength, and a connection to the wild. We've been told for too long that certain things can't change, that we have to accept the hidden poison in our society. But I don't believe that, and I know you don't either. Together, we can reveal a path back to something true, something primal. So tonight, as you enjoy the festivities, think about the part you play in this mission. We all have a choice to make. Either way, we can keep letting this place fall deeper into darkness, or we can pull back the curtain, shine a light on it, and let this city see the truth. A greener tomorrow starts today. Thank you all for being here, for your passion, and for your commitment to restoring this land to its true nature. Together, we will build a future we can all be proud of. Happy Halloween! Let's keep that fire burning bright.
Amen.
I'd like to show him some passion about nature.
And he kind of waves everyone off, and
You and me,
and walks off
baby, we
stage.
ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like this.
Party's still going. It's like probably 10 o'clock. You don't notice a number of people starting to leave. All the people that kind of work for the volunteers and that sort of thing do seem to be sticking around, kind of maybe some of the booths are starting to kind of close down, but there's a couple other, like they're playing music over the speakers now. There's no one live performing. Tech Nine was the last performance of the night, but they're still playing music, maybe more Halloween theme. We got Monster Mash, we got Spooky Skeleton, we got that kind of stuff playing. People are hanging out. There's drinks being served. It's a good time. What are you guys doing now, though? Just heard this Thomas Carter give a speech.
Tom's Carter.
Oh, shit. Did you guys want to follow up on any of the things that you've learned? Pursue them any further?
What did we learn?
You learned about
I'm
the front for people being taken. You know that the guards were kind of locked in on you from the start. Not really sure why or how that was. You've been hearing the wolves occasionally howl in the distance.
I think we need to follow them whenever they take someone. I think we need to just like follow them into the back area to see what really is going on behind, the club inside the club.
Okay. So you're just gonna kind of hang out and see if you can't spot someone being taken.
Mhm. And we're gonna expect the security to follow us, but we'll have to just try and get backstage before we get confronted.
You know why? Because in the club, we all fail.
Nicholas just gave the biggest younger brother eye roll I've ever seen. That was good though. In the club, we all fail. Okay. So yeah, if you guys hang out for a little bit, maybe continue to try to blend in. No one's really gave you much more of a look other than those guards that I mentioned earlier. You do eventually see a couple of the not the guards, but a couple of like the volunteers that were in kind of like a different outfit. Not stumble up, kind of walk up to someone that's dancing in the crowd, and kind of looks like the guy's maybe alone, and they kind of lean in and say something to his ear, and he kind of gives them a look like, "What are you talking about?" And then he starts to the two volunteers kind of starts to walk him away, and they're going behind. There's like one side of the park had a bunch of booths set up where they were doing different things, that's organic scrub daddy or whatever, and they kind of go behind that and start walking away with him.
Okay, so we should follow him. That's what we've all taken away from this, right?
Yeah, we want to follow them
Or kill them.
Okay.
Following them, maybe.
Again, like I don't think that Lucian's the follow him guy. I think I'm the distraction guy. So I think I'm gonna start playing some music, like so. I'm gonna be like sirens of the counterculture. Listen to this, and I'm just gonna like try to play some music over here. So I'm gonna try and use. And you let me know. I could do technology, like you said. I could break into the Bluetooth, like I could like hack it and like try to do that.
If that's what you want to do, tell me what you want to do, and we'll talk about.
Okay, would that be Wits technology?
I would say if you want to break into the Bluetooth and play your own music, and maybe are you trying to like grab a microphone too, and like?
I think I'm trying to like. I think I've got an app. I think I got an app on my phone that lets me like use it as like a mic. Okay. I think that's that's my goal.
That sounds pretty techie to me. Yeah, I would say that's Wits plus technology for sure.
Okay.
And are you?
And like the biggest thing is I'm trying to draw all the guards' attention so that my 3 compatriots can just go follow whoever they need to follow and like make this happen.
Let's make sure you can get in. So give me that Wits plus intelligence first, and then once you have control, we'll do a different roll to see how well you distract. Because I imagine you probably want to pump that awe or that Melopony into that, right? So let's make sure you can get in. So I just need 2 successes.
Technology Wits.
Yeah, I just need 2 successes to get that. So
okay, got 3.
Okay, so technology you're able to break into the Bluetooth pretty easily. You just go up to one of the controllers and hold down the Bluetooth button for a second, and then it's able to be connected to to your app that you have.
Okay.
So easy peasy.
And
So now you're trying to
and
distract.
then
The Bluetooth device is
Would you-
connected.
I would
Exactly.
argue too. You maybe say that you're going to do that, and those three follow, and you see those guards that I mentioned earlier start to follow them, and that's when you break off. So maybe your goal is to kind of distract those security guards from following them.
Yeah, exactly. I want to minimize the number of people that they have to interact with.
Okay.
So, would you say performance and maybe composure,
Sure.
or
Yeah, I like that.
performance and performance charisma, performance manipulation, whatever? What's your book?
Yeah, it depends on what are you trying to hype everyone up and bring everyone here? Are you trying to gather everyone real close and start manipulating them?
I think the whole point of being a Bruja and being like a DJ is just like the rebellion, the Rage Against the Machine kind of thing. So I think I'm just like trying to like, I think I'm trying to get the people that are here to like start a riot, basically.
So dumb. We completely forgot that you were bringing your herd.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
And that
We're just-
Sarah was bringing, or that or Sylvia had a whole military group ready to show up too.
Mhm.
Well, damn. All right,
So
all good.
well, so I think like I said, I'm trying to start a little bit of a riot so that the guards have something to do, and they're gonna all be focused on me and maybe getting me out of there. But it doesn't matter because if you throw me out, I'm not following the person, so it doesn't matter.
Like that. Yeah.
And all right, so performance. You said charisma, and I can add my presence, right?
Yep. And this
Little
isn't going to
classic.
be a success failure thing. It's just more successes is the better it's going to work. So
Oh,
All right,
5 successes.
5 successes.
Okay. Yeah. So you kill it. So you're kind of walk me through
Kill
what
it.
does it sound like.
No,
What do you
like
say
I
when you
said,
grab the mic?
I think I
And I won't
you
point
know,
out before you
and
say
I-
anything. This group, you just heard the kind of things that they were cheering for with Thomas Carter up on stage, which is
Yeah.
kind of anti what you were saying. So it might be. I keep
Yeah.
that in mind. You know what I'm saying?
You're Brendan. I got you an intro. All right, so the crowd's on your side.
All right, exactly. So they all start raving, and I'm just like, I was like, listen up, all you creatures of the night. He says,
Is that Lucian?
exactly. It is your savior, Lucian.
Hey, fuck that guy.
I was like,
That guy
no,
killed
don't
my
do that.
mom. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, you're all here. Oh shit.
Yeah,
No,
you see Katie and Miranda in the crowd.
exactly. I'm just like, listen up, all you creatures of the night. And then he said, these folks want you to think that they're the counterculture, but that's us. I was like, we want freedom. We don't want any of these goals they're trying to go for. I'm just trying to think of something just clever to say. I was like, why do they bring so much security to this open forum? Aren't we supposed to be having a party? Stop them. Find out what's going on. Don't let them take away your freedoms. Don't let them take away your rights.
Kind of look around. They're like security, and then they kind of maybe sort of cross. Hey, what are you guys doing here? What are you? You're starting to rile up a little bit, and the guards are trying to push through the crowd to get to the three of them that are walking off towards these other 3 guys or whatever, and then they notice you up on stage. They're pushing their way up to you. So you're rallying everyone up, and they push up to you, and they're like, "Sir, you're gonna have to get off the stage. Come down from there. Party's
You
over.
will
You've
not
had
be
too much to drink."
House.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this not an open forum? This is a
No.
public place. You can't tell
come
me
down,
what to do.
Come down, and they get up on stage, and
Police brutality! Ah!
we're not the police, sir. You've had too much to drink tonight. You look very sick. They're like up on top.
I haven't had enough.
And they grab you.
Okay.
And when they go to grab you, they're like almost inhumanely strong. Not stronger than you are, but stronger than they should be. They're like, it's time for you to go, and pull you out. Give me a awareness plus. What did we do earlier? That was for listening. You're up close now. Give me an awareness plus wits check.
Okay.
I need.
Mm.
I know how many successes I need. Two successes.
Ooh,
Okay.
successes.
So 2 successes. These. In my head, I was looking for 3. So,
Okay.
these guys are not human, but you aren't quite sure if they're kindred. You're not quite sure. They're
That makes
definitely
sense.
too strong, and something is just you're close to them now. Their skin's kind of pale, but maybe not as pale as yours is, and it's maybe a blush of light like you're not entirely sure what's going on here. But these guys, these particular guards are not human. And so they grab you and they start carrying you back out towards the exit, and they are you fighting it all or letting them take you?
I let them take me. I think that's the whole point of the distraction.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, everyone is cheering. They're like, oh, why are the guards here? And they're booing and stuff. They're mad that you're getting taken away, but they it's two guys, and they grab you, they have you by your shoulder, and they push you out the front, and you kind of maybe stumble out. Okay. So while that whole distraction's going on, the 3 of you are following these 2 guys that are escorting this other person out. Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Good job, Lucian.
So you don't think anyone's following you now. You get around the corner, and they look like they're carrying this guy or like escorting him across the street to the Holiday Inn. They're like walking him, like they find a crosswalk, they're like walking him across the street. He's kind of struggling a little bit, but it seems like maybe he's drunk or drugged or something like that, where he's not feeling well. What do you guys do?
Ask him if you got a light.
Hey, brother, you got a light?
You guys are like behind it, like they're they're still a little bit ahead of you, like half a block maybe. They're like at a crosswalk, like about to walk this guy across the street when you guys kind of get through the crowd a little bit that Lucian caused. So maybe you're like, oh, how do I guess you guys can see my mark on the map. Maybe you guys are like on this corner, and they're like up at this, at the 40, they're at 45th and Brookside. If we want to get,
okay.
They're like at this crosswalk, and you guys came out of the crowd like right here and are looking down the street. Then it's a little bit busy, like from other people leaving the event, and then just general nightlife of this area, like part of town. But yeah, you guys kind of see them at the crosswalk about to take this guy across the street. It looks like towards the Holiday Inn.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we still need to just keep pursuing. They haven't gotten to where they're going. We want to see the end destination. Right. Does that sound?
Yeah, how does that sound to everyone else? Is that what Sylvia and Fleabag think as well?
I
Let's
agree.
do
I
it.
agree.
Okay. Are you guys trying to be stealthy? I mean, you probably don't have to be too stealthy. Maybe blend into the crowd a little bit, or keep your distance. Kind of what's that look like here? Just as casual as you can?
If they're looking behind them every once in a while, they'll see just a Jason Voorhees in the crowd shifting behind people's heads. Sometimes
Okay.
he's there, sometimes he's not.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right. So yeah, but you guys are, like you said, it's like I said, it's Halloween night. Not Halloween night. This is a Halloween event, so there's other people dressed up. Sylvia's dressed up as a vampire. Fleabag has got 2 masks on. Kane is Jason Voorhees. You guys, the 3 of you are the ones who blended in. Lucian is just wearing Lucian gear. So you guys are able to follow. They do cross the street. They start walking into the front door of the Holiday Inn. They don't go through the roundabout doors. They go through the big doors. You guys following them in?
After a beat.
Gosh, no, I'm actually on their heels.
I was about to say, Sylvia helps Ed to open the door for him.
Here, let me get this.
It's just my nature, yeah.
She's very helpful, but in a sexy way.
Sexy, helpful. I love it. Okay.
Oh, holds the door open with her leg. I see.
I think
Yeah,
I've seen that on Tinder.
that should be my bio. I'm changing that. Helpful, but in a sexy way.
All right, you guys start following them inside. They are going to an elevator. They go up. You guys are walking in. The guy at the front desk is like, he doesn't recognize you. The concierge, I guess is his name. He's like, welcome to the Holiday Inn. Is there anything I can do for you all? You guys already have a room? Are you staying here? He's just kind of looking at the group of you.
Jason stops, looks over, and gives him a thumbs up.
Okay, well, enjoy your stay. Hope you had fun at the event. I love your guys' costumes. How'd you get your skin to look so pale? He's like looking at Sylvia.
That's just my natural tone.
Oh. And he goes back to looking at his computer. So yeah, you guys go up to the elevator. After they've gone up, you can see that they go to the third floor. And you guys pursuing. You take the elevator. Has anyone taken the stairs?
Stairs will be faster for Kane.
Okay. Yeah, do any of you guys have what's the fucking run fast as hell ability? Does anyone have that?
Yeah.
So I have the ability to soaring leap.
You're not even here.
Kane has that too,
I-
actually.
I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
say
you
I
do.
have, I have
Oh,
soaring.
just kidding.
I have
Okay.
soaring leap, and I actually have silence of death, so I actually don't make any noise when I'm moving around.
Nice.
So I think that I will probably meet up with them later.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Yeah, I would say you got kicked out down here, like down in the
Mhm.
south end of the street. So, like, if you were looking for them or knew what direction they went, you could probably start walking back up the road too. So you're a little bit behind, and I imagine you're not going to want a soaring leap in the middle of the
No,
the street.
like I said, I'll let them.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you
Worry
guys
about it
can run up the stairs. If you run up the stairs, you could probably. You guys are all vampires. You are just supernaturally quick in general. So do you guys want
Hell
to
yeah,
try
we
to
are.
beat them up to the top? If you see that looks like they're going to the third floor. What's the plan?
Sylvia will say, "You two go on ahead. I'll catch him from behind."
You go on ahead, Joe.
Form up. Surround them all.
Yeah, let's flank him. Good plan.
Okay.
She'll press the button. The button.
Okay. So Kane's running up. Sylvia's taking the elevator. Fleabag, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to take the elevator, but like you know the when you there's like a panel on the top of the elevator, and then you climb out and you're like in the elevator shaft. There's like a little ladder.
Sure.
That's what I'm gonna take.
Might not.
You
Okay.
climb up the elevator.
Yeah.
Sick. All right. So as you're climbing up the elevator with Sylvia, and it passes by you much quicker to the third floor.
It's fine. all the fleas hit the deck, and so I'm like thin as hell.
Okay, cool. I like it. All right, so two of you come up in the elevator shaft, although one of you took the elevator, the other one didn't. Kane comes out the other end, just in time for you guys to see them shut the door on room 312.
Oh, it's only 3 stories up. They have a laser light. They just point it at the balcony, and then all of a sudden, I'm just like,
You glimpse your mirror.
that's right.
Okay. I think we should
Gets me
wait
halfway
for Lucian to get here before we breach.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Are you walkie-talking? You probably don't know that Lucian's following you. Last thing you saw was him making a big hubbub up on the stage, and then like the security guards beelining towards him.
I can text him on my Nokia.
Okay.
Here, I'm faster on my iPhone.
Okay. So you guys wait for Lucian to get up there.
What do you guys think? Does it seem
It's only going to take
pertinent?
him 5-ish minutes, maybe, but you don't know what's going on in the other room either. So
I mean, I'm fine with you guys moving on. I think we
Yeah, I
find out what you
think
can find out.
I think Sylvia would press that this is time sensitive.
Lucian says it's okay. Should we?
That's right.
Let's go ahead.
all right, so you guys
Oh,
go up to the door, and the door is very much like locked. It's one of those card ones. You guys don't have a card to get in. Auto locks.
Okay, kick it on the hinge side so it flies across the room.
Do you actually want to?
I don't know. I want to. I don't know if that's the right thing to do.
That is valid. Timothy
I
is yelling in
see.
chat, by the way. Welcome, Timothy.
Oh. Hold on.
We have electricity today. We're
Kane will
good.
be making the motions that he's about to do that. If anyone would like to
to stop him,
swiftly make another option available.
Sylvia and or Fleabag. Anybody opposing this? Lucian's about to Spartan kick down the door, or attempt to
No.
at least.
No, I think Celia will say, "Knock it down."
Not
Oh
Lucian.
yeah, the fleas are encoring. They're for it. Let's go.
The fleas are still baritone in my head. All right, Dylan, give me a strength plus what brawl?
Yeah, that works for
What's
me.
your specialty in brawl again? It's in kindred. If you're fighting a kindred, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and give me a strength plus brawl check.
How do I do this on the roller? If I don't.
So click on the word brawl.
Okay.
On your character sheet, and then under attributes, choose strength, and then hit confirm.
Right. 3 hunger difficulty roll.
Okay, 3 successes. So you are able to kick down the door. It does not, in fact, go flying across the room, though. That would have taken a couple more successes, probably. But you do kick down this door. It falls down, maybe goes into the room a little bit before it collapses down. And you see, here's what you see when you walk in. You see one of the 2 guys that was wearing the one of the 2 God damn it. Volunteers, Jesus Christ. One of the 2 volunteers is like making this next guy bite him. The guy that they took is some sort of kindred, and the guy is making him bite him, and then the kindred is like looking like woozy, like looks sick. And the 2 volunteers look at you, and they freak out, and they're like, "Damn it! The guards were supposed to stop them." All right, here we go. And,
uproarious laughter from Kane.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some combat here. There's not really a roll for initiative.
Shit!
Oh shit, indeed. Let me pull up my rules combat section and talk about this in just a second here. So let me pull up what these guys look like. They don't look really how I described, but that's because I forgot what they looked like. Oh man, I thought I did. So this is maybe, and I really did not. That's all right. They look like this. It's 2 guys that look exactly like this. Show player.
Uggos and fatties.
Except for the logo on the center. They're not wearing a mask, and the logo on the center is
these string
Heartland
beans?
Conservation. Yeah.
Like I said, Uggos and fatties.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what they look like. Let me...
Every day I wake up and I'm assaulted by Uggos and fatties.
Nicholas saying a lot of shit.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about conflict.
Unintelligible.
So conflict happens in a flurry of blows, rhetorical or physical. When each participant in the conflict has acted once, that defines a turn. Turns take a narrative amount of time. It's not like 2 seconds, 6 seconds. It's not that sort of thing. So what you guys get to do at the start of every turn, each of you will declare your intent for that turn, what you would like to do. This can be anything from trying to tackle the driver of an escaping motorcycle to assisting in the seduction of a ghoul by distracting his sire to simply taking cover. So you guys walk me through what you want to do, and then you build your conflict pool, which is the amount of dice that you will be rolling to do that thing. So in a fight, it might be strength plus brawl or composure plus firearms. Characters might change pools during a conflict if they pick up a weapon or something like that. and then everyone rolls at once, basically, and just narratively we figure out who would more than likely go first and that sort of thing. So we will start at the top of my player character list, which is Fleabag. You see this whole situation. Kane kicks open the door. There's some sort of kindred inside being forced to feed on two of these guys. And they scream that they thought that you all were supposed to have been taken care of already. What do you do?
I take off both masks, motherfucker.
Oh, they're so ugly. Okay, so you rip off both of your masks. What are you attempting to do with that? What's the purpose behind that?
I'm gonna lunge forward and attack, feed, all the above. So.
Okay, so you want to do like if you're going to just attack them, let's see. Do you have any disciplines that are for attack? Okay, what is this? What is this lethal body potence ability you have? That might be something. Because you can do it would be if you're attacking like this, it would probably be a strength plus brawl, which isn't like.
I think I've got strength.
Your strength is only a 2. It's not bad.
Oh.
What is this? What was it called? Lethal body. Lethal body. Unarmed attacks do aggravated health damage to mortals when used, and ignore 1 level of armor per potence rating of user. Okay, so yeah, you can add your potence to any sort of attack that you do. So you could take, you could do a strength plus. If you're just going, I guess it'd be melee actually. I guess I don't know what the difference between melee and brawl is. I guess you don't really have melee is probably if you have a weapon.
Melee is a weapon, yeah.
So I imagine you don't have a weapon.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna do a strength plus brawl plus potence is what I would think. If you
there is a door
them and try to attack them.
If you have higher melee, you could use the door.
I think
I don't think with 2 strength she's big enough to wield a door as a weapon.
I wielded a door today, and I'm definitely not a vampire.
Did you wield it as a weapon in a combat though?
Coda.
Shut up, he did.
No, he didn't. Picking up a door and wielding it as a weapon, I think, are 2 very different things. Hey, you know what? Who am I to say what you want to do? If you want to try to do that, we can figure it out.
I don't think my melee is higher than my brawl, though, so I don't know if it matters necessarily.
Your melee is 2 times higher than your brawl, actually.
It is? Oh, okay.
Your brawl is 1, your melee is 3. It might just need more successes, but that's fine. So you want to try that? So
yeah, or I take the pin that holds the door on the frame out and just like use that as a weapon too. Fucking stab him with it.
The little. Okay.
You know what I talk with the little like little nail shaped thing?
Sure. That's what you want to do. Power to you. I'm gonna just yes and you. All right. So the door gets kicked open. Fleabag immediately looks to the hinges and rips out a screw that holds in the hinges.
Yeah, the hinge pin.
Hinge pin, yeah.
Oh, the hinge pin. Oh, okay. The piece that comes out.
Yeah.
So you pull that out, grab it, and jump at one of these guys, and you're just trying to kill him.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to hit him in the jug so I can drink it.
Hit him in the jug. All right.
Yeah.
Give me a. Oh, actually, no. So that's your intent. Okay. So we'll resolve in a second. So hold on to that. Okay. Next down my list is Kane. Kane, what do you want to do? What is your intent in this story? This night of Saturday, October 29th. What are you thinking?
Kane knows that he needs more information. He doesn't necessarily know how to get the information or use his words. So in the meantime, while he's waiting for the words to happen with other people, he's just going to push this guy up into the upper corner of this room.
Okay,
and so just
he's gonna grab one of them. There's 2.
Yeah. Oh, Fleabag's going for 1, so I'll go for.
You're going for the other one. You're just going to try to like
pin him up against the wall. Yeah.
Okay, pin him up against the wall. Grab him and pin him up against the wall. So that's going to be a What kind of role are you thinking you want to do for that?
Prison Mike.
Prison fucking Mike.
I'm gonna push you up against the wall, biatch.
I don't know if if you have any powers that would be applicable here potentially. Fortitude. What does toughness do? Toughness is probably
Toughness
about
just
50
means
damage.
yeah.
Okay, superficial damage, unswayable
Nah.
mind, not really. Okay, so
A lot
probably
of
none
that's
of your.
just taking damage. Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So
I'm just gonna do strength and brawl. I figure
strength and
that's
brawl. Yeah, that'll work.
pretty good
Okay, so
enough.
that'll be your intent.
Okay.
Sylvia, what is your intent in this situation? So again, one drunk/drugged looking kindred that was just forced to drink blood. Two guys yelling at you. Leebag's grabbing shit. Lucian or Kane's going to do his own thing. What are you thinking here?
I think because we've established that Sylvia has a gun, like legitimately
Yeah, you have
as a weapon. So I think Sylvia is going to pull out her gun from her like leg holster that she has hidden.
Okay.
And she's going to exactly. She's going to shoot probably the same one that Fleabag is going after because has the same vein of thought where we need to keep one of them alive to like interrogate them about what's been going on.
So
but one of them needs to die. So I'm going to shoot one of them.
It's going to be like composure plus what did this just say? Guns, right? Firearms. Yeah, composure plus firearms. Okay. And if you have any discipline that you think's relative, I don't really think you do. So yeah,
I don't think I do either.
Okay. Let me think just for a second what my guys are gonna do. I think they're probably. So I think that the guy that you attacked, Kane, is just going to try to fight back, basically. Yeah, I mean that's what I think he would do, right? Like, what else are you gonna do if you're gonna jump at him? So I know I don't have their character sheets built out, so I get to roll actual things, and then the guy that you are going after, the other two of you, just pull out all these cool shaped D10s. Is going to, I guess, try to move out of the way. What do you guys think that would be? Dexterity plus
wits.
No, I'm thinking dexterity, which is an attribute. I don't know what skill dodge.
Oh,
Actually, let's see if it says. Might be
survival.
I do like survival, actually.
Just an instinct.
Actually, I'm gonna do awareness. Oh, shit. How quick they recognize what's going on. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. All right, so we have our dice pools. Everyone knows what they're gonna roll. Let's do it. So let's resolve. Since it's a 1v1 to start with, Kane, give me your roll, and I will roll against you and try to fight back. Oh wait, I'm rolling. Oh, I almost rolled the same.
Oh, cool! I got 2 10s.
Oh, did you critical? Is that what it says? I haven't even looked.
Yep, 2 10s and then 2 other successes for a total of 6 successes.
Okay. Okay, so that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a pass. 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 Oh, okay. I did that wrong. Okay. I was doing the exceptional dice pool. I don't know why these people have so many fucking dice. Okay, I got 3 successes. So you beat that, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
twice
yeah,
over.
Six successes. Okay, so yeah, you are able to grab this guy, and he starts kicking you in the ribs and shit. But you have successfully pinned him up against the wall, at least for the moment. Okay. And then the other person is going to attempt to dodge out of the way, which is going to be another set of 1, 2. Oh no, I dropped a die. Okay. That is. Ooh. Okay. Fleabag, give me your roll now. And Sylvia, you guys can both give me your rolls that we talked about from your dice pools.
I did 3 successful dice.
Okay. Sylvia? Four successes.
Nice.
Hell
So
yeah.
what happens is Fleabag rips out this what'd you
Hinge
call it?
pin.
The hinge pin, leaps at this guy, and he's able to sidestep Fleabag and miss, but then gets fucking hit from the bullet. And were you aiming for a kill shot here?
Yes.
Okay, so you
I
hit him in
wanted
the
to kill this
chest.
one.
You hit him like kind of in like the upper chest. He's not quite dead, but you don't notice anything supernatural about the way he's reacting to being shot in the chest.
Oops.
He is barely alive, if alive at all. Okay.
Oh yeah, whenever I lifted
And-
this guy up onto the wall, did he seem strong at all or resistant?
No, I mean he was stronger, but
Could he handle a door?
not inhumanly strong necessarily. No.
Yeah, Sarah asked you a question. I'd like you
What
to
was the
answer.
question? Could he wield a door? I think he could pick up a door, but I don't think he could use it as a weapon.
Okay. At
That
the
is
spectrum.
the frame of reference that I will be using from now on with how strong people are. Can he pick up a door? And can he use it as a
It's
weapon?
important to talk about what
Wield
kind of
it.
door too. You know,
Or
like, I feel like
she.
hotel doors are usually like fire doors that are like pretty fucking beefy. You know, like
I know we're in combat, but I picture like so Nicholas hit that guy, and there's some blood, and I'm picturing me just like fairly just like kind of leeching onto him and start drinking.
well, the thing is, you don't drink human. I mean, okay, if you do that, you like spit it out in disgust. It is not kindred blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing too. Like we're all like figuring out if it's like kindred or not, and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
okay,
"Bleh,
yeah, I like
this
that.
tastes
You
like
dodge and it
Splenda.
kinda
This is
maybe the
giant
gunshot.
blood."
So at this point now, you know at least the guy that got shot is not kindred. He is human, and you are pretty sure the other one is too. Okay. Next round. This guy is bleeding out. What is everyone's intention? Sylvia, what's your intention? Are you gonna try to finish this guy off? I would say probably if this goes another round, Lucian has probably made his way inside now and is coming up the elevator.
Well, Sylvia always makes sure to finish the guy off. But
Nice. Nice.
Then some.
Saying it's a things.
No, she said Sylvia.
This is-
Okay.
this isn't an adult game
Yeah, Brendan.
with adult themes. Remember, we listened to that warning at the very beginning.
We did.
I signed a permission slip saying this was an adult game.
Yeah, my mom
I
said
signed
that
my
this
own
was
permission
okay.
slip. I want to fuck you. I want to fuck you. Actually, Vok, I don't think you should say that, Timothy. I want to fuck your butt.
I want to fuck your
Yeah,
butt.
exclamation
Okay,
point. No,
anyway.
you gotta. Never mind. I'll do it later. I'll
He
do
knows
it
how
later.
to he knows how to manually clip. He should from my streams. Anyway,
I want to fuck your butt.
I don't know because I don't think like if he's incapacitated, I think I'm good with that. I don't think I'm gonna like kill
Okay.
him because I think
Are you
he's
just gonna
done
let
for
him?
anyway.
I mean, again, he's shot like here, so he doesn't have long without some sort of a medical attention. You think?
Right in the growth plate.
I don't think this is like RimWorld where you can just use your vampires to instantly heal people.
No, I think instead what I might try to do is try
Probably
to
not.
I might try to compel the one that Kane is holding.
Oh, like stop fighting.
Well, yeah, like stand down or like tell us what you were doing here, or just
Yeah,
like
we
a
just need
simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna build a dice pool around your compel. So that is
I would say manipulation and persuasion again.
manipulation, persuasion, and dominate. So plus actually, does compel take a rouse roll? Probably.
I think it does. No.
Well,
Dominate.
if
It
it's
feels like the type of thing that would.
if it's special circumstances, I believe.
Compel, issue a single command free. I think it's dominate is as a special situation where it might or might not.
Mortals who haven't dominated already or go against their nature may roll to resist.
Yeah, is it in their nature to spill the beans whenever they're being threatened?
We'll see.
Maybe that's a resolve
Yeah, we will see.
roll or something.
So that's what Sylvia is gonna do. Fleabag, what are you thinking? What are you gonna do? What is your intention with this next scene of stuff happening?
So we don't know this one's a kindred, or we do know?
Oh my god, I just started all the music at the same time. You in the kind of heat of combat, you know, and you're fairly certain that the one that got shot is a human. You're not entirely sure about the other one yet, but Kane is pretty sure. But I don't know if Kane's been like, this one's weak and human. So you're not entirely sure on the other one that Kane's holding up, against the corner of the room.
Shit, guys, is that what I sound like?
I was trying to do like you said, like do.
Oh man. Oh,
it's all right. It's fun to play characters that you're not,
Yes.
Not a caveman.
Yeah, you're tall, Kane. What are you thinking, Fleabag? You muted again. Percy's attacking.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily what I want to do next. I guess I guess
you
I
could just hang out there. You could just sit and wait. That's fine too. You don't have to take an action. Totally fine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang tight.
Okay. Kane, what is your intention here? You see that it looks like Sylvia's maybe starting to try to do something to like calm down the person that you're holding on to. And
Okay.
There's another guy in the other. A gunshot just went off too. That's worth noting in a hotel.
Yep.
Maybe you don't have a lot of time in here.
Kane's aware of that. Okay, Kane slowly turns his head, paying no mind to the man that end up against the wall. Yep, and he's still got the Jason Voorhees mask on. He turns and looks at the guy, the kindred that's in this room, the victim, quote unquote. And he just says, "Why?"
He's talking to the kindred.
Yeah, he just says, "Why?"
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll anything for that. All right. So let's build this dice pool. All it's gonna be is this compel check. So that's probably your what we said, your charisma plus your what were we gonna do there, Sylvia?
Compel. It's yeah, I have to use my like dominate
Okay,
discipline.
charisma plus dominate plus compel.
Yes.
Okay. So don't tell me what it is yet. I need to do intelligence plus resolve to try to resist you. So that's gonna be okay. I got 2 successes.
I got 4 successes.
So what is the one command you get to issue? A single command. What do you say to this guy that's being pinned?
Tell me what happened here or what was going on here.
The guy is just like, he's like almost like struggling to breathe as he's being held. Thomas has us recruiting thin bloods.
Mudbloods. I didn't hear what you said.
Thin bloods. You guys would know that thin bloods are vampires of the 13th generation or higher. So they're still vampiric, but they are almost human still too. They're so far removed from Kane that they have some vampiric abilities, but they're much weaker. They don't need to do Blush of Life. They can go out in the sunlight as long as they're wearing like long sleeve clothing. They're clanless. They're so far removed they don't really have any of the clan compulsions or anything like that. But yeah, he says that Thomas has us recruiting Thin Bloods.
Got it.
Is there anything else? I'm just kidding.
No, you said one command.
Yeah, no,
that's
that's the
all.
command.
I
What are
mean,
you
that's
doing
what
here,
Control
Thomas?
does.
Yeah. We bring them to the rooms and drug them indirectly.
Take you to the car wash.
Oh.
Interesting.
About this time, Lucian probably makes his way into the room. So this guy's compelled, not really fighting back very much anymore. Kane, you got him held up. You heard what he said. He's kind of he doesn't have anything else to say, but he's still like a little bit out of his mind now after being compelled. It's
Why
pretty
was
clear
the
that
Thin Blood feeding on you?
we take drugs ourselves and then make him feed on us. It's the quickest way to knock them unconscious.
Why would you want this fucking doormat? And he kicks the kindred.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, he just like I'm talking about this kid. And he kicks him. Kane doesn't like Thin Bloods.
Okay. And so the guy's barely awake. Those Thin Bloods are easily persuadable. We just need to get them to a location where they'll listen to us. We don't have to do this with all of them. Some come willingly once they hear our pitch.
Lucian, what do you make of this?
It just came up.
Whoa! I was just like, arrive. What do I make of what? What's happening here?
And I throw the guy at his feet, and he says, "Tell him again." And Kane's getting frustrated because this is a lot of talking for him.
The whole story. All right. All right. So you catch me up on what's going on.
We bring unwilling Thin Bloods here at Thomas's command.
Bring unwilling Thin Bloods here. You're manipulating them to something that the other guy named Thomas wants. Why would they be collecting vampires and weakening them? What could be their end goal?
Vampires run the cities. We need some on our side. Thin Bloods don't feel like they belong to start with. It's easy to manipulate them. Most of them, at least. He's like...
That's because they don't. No. I'm kidding.
Blast his face off.
It's a cyanide pill. Just kidding. He's like, you threw him, Kane?
Yeah, Lucian, so that he'd talk to him. It seemed dramatic.
You threw him to Lucian? Okay.
Yeah. Like, talk. Tell him.
Okay, so he's like kind of like cowering now and like sitting down. He's like, just let me go. I won't say anything.
Let him go, you say, and I'm gonna pick him up and hold him off of the edge where I just jumped up. Are you sure you want to be let go?
Very important choice of words.
Please! And he's screaming, and you're holding him over the balcony. You maybe people are starting to look up. Please, no! Help! Help!
No? Keep holding you.
Help! Let me go! Let me inside!
Let you go.
Let go of me!
I really don't think that's what you want.
And you maybe see people starting to notice a little bit more. And when you hold them outside, you notice that there was already people looking this way. Maybe because there was a gunshot in a hotel room at 10 p.m. in the plaza. So people
Nah,
starting to
that's just
notice, so you
normal
know-
background noise.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but there was just a large event going on, so you're kind of drawing a little bit of attention here. So you guys probably don't have much time to do whatever you want to do, or get done whatever you want to get
Did
done.
I mention
will
that I
notice
had
there's
a silencer on my gun? No.
You did. There's a guy bleeding out on the ground too, and so maybe some of you that are more hungry than others are kind of struggling to keep the beast contained right now. Or
Transformers.
correction, those of
More
you that
than meets
drink
the eye.
human blood. A couple of you are fucked up and drink kindred blood. So, what are you doing? What's going on? What do you?
I don't know. I don't know that.
You're holding them off the edge.
Yeah, I don't. What other information do we need from it? We don't. He kind of said why.
Yeah.
They're collecting vampires. What? What do you need? What do you need strength for? What do you see gathering? What's his end game? Tell us the plot so we can move on.
Thomas wants to destroy the cities. That's what I told you.
Destroy the cities. Well, that just seems illogical.
The vampires run the cities. And he
Yeah, we live here.
hates the cities.
He wants to live in a camper.
Oh, he's a fucking dog. He lives in the woods, the rabbits, the skunks.
Not exactly.
Skunks.
Yeah, they smell awful.
I know what a skunk is.
Yeah, me too. I know.
Kane knows skunk. Sorry. I'm really leading into the idea.
Oh, you're
of
doing something.
Neanderthal now.
Yeah.
Well, we have to get rid of the body, and we have to figure out what to do with the alive
you guys
guy.
don't have a lot of time.
So-
There's maybe a commotion at the bottom of the stairs. You might even see police officers starting to show up, or at least you hear the sirens at the very least. But maybe you see some of those security guards that you fucked with earlier, kind of fighting their way through the crowd down the street, kind of where we were earlier.
Sylvia will say, I'll grab this one's body, and you grab him, and let's go. We need to get out of here.
Okie dokie, smoking.
So you guys pick up a dead body and you're carrying it down the elevator and gonna go out the front door, or what's the vibe here? Because I will tell you right now, that won't work.
Yeah. No, I
No,
think we can.
I can take care of
We're
the body.
vampires, right? So we can do this. Whoa! And then just jump.
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Bat. And we all turn into bats.
Yeah, I think that's an ability. I think you guys have it.
It's
I was gonna
pretty
say, yeah,
bad.
Kane, you got the ash thing, right? Like you could.
Yeah. I'm
One of
taking
them's
him
alive, or you
into a.
killing the. I will put out the opportunity. One of you, if you needed to, I guess Sylvia and Lucian, the two normal blood drinkers, are only at 1 hunger, so you are. There's no reason to feed on this dying guy right now. So.
Mhm.
Because Kane and Fleabag
Correct.
can't.
And
There's the thin
I
blood. What do you
will
guys do?
not.
You got a dead human, an alive human, and an unconscious thin blood.
Okay, I would love to take all three of them into like a maintenance closet. Can I do that?
As long as
That's
everyone else
mood.
is okay with
You
it.
guys mind? Are you guys gonna use these?
Nope, you can go back in the closet.
Okay. Lucian, I know
Okay.
you seem a bit peckish. Good.
I'm fine.
Okay, you pick up the 3 bodies and
Yep.
you
Storage
pick them all
closet.
up on your shoulder because you're ridiculously strong and just throw them in the storage closet.
Yep.
Okay.
I
You
finish
break
off
open
the
door because you're strong. And the,
Yep.
the
I
storage closet.
bar it so it's nice and secure.
Okay.
The live guy's probably talking. The vampire's probably talking,
Yeah. He's like
saying a
half
bunch of
awake.
stuff
He's kinda
about their
awake,
lives
yeah,
and stuff.
Where am I?
So I'll just finish off the live guy. I'll just like, I don't know, step on his neck or something.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna make you do at least one roll for that. I know that you
Okay.
can kill him pretty easily. Give me that strength plus brawl roll real quick, just to make sure you don't bestially fail
Strength.
or bestially succeed. I guess too.
Ooh, possible
No,
bestial
you
failure.
only needed 2 successes. You are good.
Okay. Okay, so I got really human.
Okay.
But now there's the thin blood.
There is a thin blood in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Kane finally takes off his Jason Voorhees mask.
Gonna feed.
He's looking at him like he's kind of disgusted almost. Like it's so close to not being a vampire in his eyes that he's like,
Yeah.
I suppose, in trying times. And he goes to feed on the
enough
thin blood.
to kill him.
Yeah, all the way, as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so you can only you can't get to 0 hunger.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
of course.
Oh no. No, if
Because
you
you
want to
always have
complete-
some
if you
sort
want
of hunger,
No,
right?
if you want to completely drain and kill this guy, that's the only way to reach hunger 0, is by completely killing and completely draining someone. You can
I
do
am a
partial drain.
Diabolist.
Yeah,
And he's a thin blood, so he's barely a vampire to begin with.
yeah. So you could do that. You could get down to 0 hunger here and completely drain this guy.
I think
It takes
in
a
order to
little
get
bit
rid
of time,
of
though. Technically, like in game time, it takes like 5 turns to do that, so it's a little bit of a lengthier process.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while because I have to use the ashes to ashes, and that uses a bit of time as well.
So there, okay. You stay there as long as you want, but you think that there are people coming up now. Like there is a commotion outside. Gunshot was fired. Body was held off the edge of the hotel, and people saw down below. So you're not sure how much time you have.
Mm. Okay.
You could do that 2 hunger. You could get rid of 2 hunger pretty easily too, in just a scene. It would just be a quick.
Would I still be able to do the ashes to the 2 other bodies?
What kind of what's the? Let's see. Ashes is.
I guess I could just drop
living.
these 2 bodies on this kindred and tell him to take care of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to live, I suppose I could be reasonable.
Yeah, it just says duration is varied, so I think on the dead guy, like that's already been shot, it might take a little. I will say ashes to ashes takes a rouse check.
Yeah.
So you want to rouse twice and ashes to ashes this guy, or try to do something else?
I think I might just dump this onto this vampire.
Okay.
And just
So
leave
he's like
him in
barely
this.
conscious right now too. So he's like, did you just leave
Yeah.
all 3 bodies in there? Don't
Mhm.
feed on any of them, or are you feeding on the guy?
I'm definitely feeding on the guy. Yeah.
So you're able to
So I
feed
would
on
do
him
the
and you can
2.
clear up two hunger by feeding on that thin blood. That victim. So we're victimizing him again. Got it. Cool.
Classic.
Leaving him in a closet unconscious with 2 dead humans.
Yeah, so that he
Okay.
has some energy when he wakes up.
Sure. All right. So you guys do that and then you leave? Are you trying to jump off the out of a window out of the back? You just walk out the front?
I'll leave the fastest way possible, but I do so silently. So good luck following me.
Okay. So you've got your way out. Does anyone else have any jumping or getting the fuck out of there type skills?
Move really fast.
Okay, so
think that's
maybe
the
you're
one I
able.
have.
So if you can move really fast, I could say you're probably able to get outside and get out maybe the back door to the parking lot before anybody else sees you. So that's Lucian and Kane are able to get out of there pretty easily. What about Sylvia and Fleabag? How do you think you're getting out of this hotel? without
I
having
have
too
a
much attention?
little bit of stealth, so I can try to like
Okay.
go the same way as Kane, but be sneaky about it because I'm not as fast.
Okay. So what do you think? That's wits plus stealth, maybe? Or intelligence? I
Probably.
guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Go and give me that roll. Let's see if you can get out of here. I'm just looking for 2 successes.
Well, it's gonna be questionable. 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, and it was critical. Or no, it wasn't. You almost got a critical. Okay, so Sylvia's able to get out. Fleabag, what's your plan for getting out of here? I don't know. What this, you have this Protean ability that's called Weight of the Feather. That sounds like it could be useful.
Yeah.
The user can make themselves almost weightless. That sounds pretty useful for jumping out of a window.
Yeah.
Classic.
Just float away.
That was my plan. So
okay, cool. So you're
That's
able
awesome.
to follow out, and not because you're able to leap very far, but because you're able to fall very slowly. You guys are all able to get out of there.
Me and the fleas turned to a sail.
Just a rotting weather balloon.
Yeah.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away. With
All right, so you guys are able to get away. Do you meet up again? Text each other to meet up again later? Where are you guys going after this? You've learned Thomas is recruiting Thin Bloods to
destroy the city because he hates it.
Destroy the city. He gave a long speech about how nature will prevail and it's primal and powerful. You knew that there was a set of guards that recognized you and saw you. You found out that they were kidnapping people, and now you know what they were kidnapping people for, potentially. What's the plan now? I mean, it kind of feels like it's one session left.
It does kind of feel that way, doesn't it?
Huh?
I don't know.
Find out next time.
I think we could run it through in about 20.
No.
Run it back.
No, you can't.
Hey, I can run through these guys in 20. Give me enough die rolls.
I know
Speed runner.
Sylvia could run through those guys in 20.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just do combat in a door store and be fine.
In a door store? The Doraporium?
We're going to the Menards.
There's such a plethora of weapons in here.
That's
Never
good.
seen so many doors.
And they don't know that I know this hack, but I've got a gun!
Excellent. Okay. Well,
That's right, it was a life hack, right?
We'll maybe pick up there next time. See how the night closes out and what tomorrow brings. It is, like I said, somewhere I said the story, and then if I go to my prep and then I find my calendar, it is the 29th. So the next day is Sunday the 30th, which is obviously the night before Halloween. Not that you have anything that needs to be done about that, but just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. So, but okay, cool. Well, we will end it there with your guys' escape fight by jumping, stealthing, falling like a feather, and killing 2 humans and throwing them in a closet door.
Thank you, fans, for watching our very continuous and very electric-filled one single episode.
I see what you did there. Electric. We had power the entire time. Let's go. All right. Catch you next time for very likely the thrilling finale of City of Shadows.
Bum, bum, bum!